Welcome back to the show, everybody. I hope you can hear me. I hope all is well. Welcome to Taco Tuesday, where you won't see tacos right now, but yes, probably we'll eat them later sometime. Somebody just asked me if I was going live. I said, yeah, sure, I'll go live. Why not? As you can see the title, why do the Europeans going crazy over American food, the size of it, the taste, the ranch dressing? I mean, it's crazy just the way they're reacting to all of it. Also, if you want to support the channel, guys, these streams, we do have to pay for the internet, StreamYard, all the equipment we use and everything to bring you guys entertainment. The Cash Apps, the Venmos, what's up, will be in the chat, or you can see it under my name right there. That's my Cash App, Raise Motor Life 80. If you want to support the show or the channel, guys, make sure you check out those Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal. Also, we're going to jump into this in just a second. We're just streaming. We're trying to build the watch hours. I love doing this. I've got plenty of subscribers, plenty of views, but if you're new here, hit that subscribe, leave me a comment. Let me know what's going on, where you're from. Also, it's just Tuesday, man. We're going to hang out. We're going to look into some funny videos of these Europeans coming over here for the World Cup. We're going to check out, some of the reels over on TikTok a little bit, maybe. We're going to jump on X. We're going to see what the latest news is, maybe. Like, I love politics, I love news, but I might not get into it much today. Just depends on what's going on. So, make sure, like I said, you hit that subscribe and like button. We're going to jump into this real quick. Hope everybody's having a good week. We had tremendous downpour of rain over this weekend. We have a lot of flooded areas where I live. I live on top of a mountain, and it all ran down, washed a lot of bridges out, a lot of creeks. Stitcher 1954, what's up? How you doing? Let's see what we're going to do here. We're going to share the screen for a second. Let's jump over here. Like I said, if you don't know who I am, just come on in, check out the channel. If you like it, subscribe. We're going to check everything out over here. We're going to pull this up over here. We're going to, let me get over here to this. Like I said, scroll across the screen there is where you can help support this channel, guys. It's very important. Let's see what this guy's talking about.
13 pack of donuts.
Europeans' first taste of America culture. Okay, is what it says. Shock, funny.
Why was 5 not enough? Asda do 5. These men have 13.
And you won't believe they got loot right in the house. Right to the left, you walk in and the loot's right here. There was a toilet right on the...
Well, here we don't call it a loo. We call it a bathroom. I wonder why, if the English language came from Europe, and it all translated different, and we all got our language right, settled, how come they call things like the loo? Why not just say bathroom? That's where you bathe, you clean up, bathroom. Guys, it's not a loo, it's a bathroom.
What's going on?
Yeah, they can't believe we actually have tornadoes, because if you actually look it up, I think it's like 80% of America, or of tornadoes in this world and storms, is in America. So funny.
Wait, the yellow bus is...
Now, did you see what he did? Did you see what he did? I noticed this. A lot of the Europeans, when they go to drink, they're putting the cap on their face because they said it feels funny. And you want to know why? Because in Europe, in Australia, places like that, their cap does not come off. It is attached to their drink, so they have to drink it with their cap on it. So can you imagine if our caps was not coming off? Like on all their drinks, it just stays on, and they have to drink it with it on their face. That's weird. That's why they're missing that filling of the lid, the cap on their cheek because they all their soda pops, all their drinks over there, their cap stays on. Now, why is that made different? You know, if we're ordering Coca-Cola from the same company, how come here in America ours comes completely off, but theirs actually stays on? Like that's kind of weird, right? It comes from the world of Waterloo, which okay, meant toilet. They also call it a toilet. I know it's weird, huh? Thank you for that, Brandy. Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, if you look right here, I'll show you again. See him holding the cap to his cheek.
Wait, the yellow buses are actually real?
Yes, the school buses are real.
What? I thought.
And I tried to look this up. I think the reason they don't have school buses, they have transportation and stuff. But the reason they don't have school buses is because their roads are not big enough to hold big school buses, or they don't have enough kids going to that school. Maybe, I'm not for sure. Maybe that's just an American thing. You know, maybe they have just MTA and transit, you know, vehicles. But I know a lot of the people I do know over there that ride motorcycles, their roads are so small and narrow and skinny. It's like they can't fit a regular size, like one of our trucks, a Dodge or Ford or Chevy, you know, on the road.
That was like only in cartoons.
What is this?
That's
Only in cartoons. Can you imagine how that part of the, you know, of the world has, how we've been betrayed by their media? Like one guy said, like when he came here, it was like a movie. Like they've been told this stuff, and it's like watching a movie. All of our parks and monuments and all that stuff, like they can't get over it. Like they're amazed by how big everything is, and every state is different, of course. And they're like, why would you even need to go out of the country? Why do you need a passport? Every state is different. You can go to different, you know, you can have different culture, food, theme parks, regular parks. You know, the weather's different. You can have snow in one state, rain in the next. You know, you can go out to the plains of Kansas, and you know, it's just so. And that's what I love about America, because nothing's the same. You can have so many adventures, you know, and you don't have to leave.
it's events.
Maybe it's just me.
Why are they blowing dirty air in the sky?
It's not
See, they don't have none of this. They don't have air conditions unless you buy an air conditioner. They don't have AC units. Their homes are not built to have AC units, is what I was told.
dirty air. It's just hot
It's not-
air.
Why, oh, why?
It's hot air, steam. Yeah, hot air that comes out of the sewage in New York, in big cities. It's funny, you know. Yeah, there's the donos. If you want to help, there's the links. Don't let YouTube take 30%. Well, they can't right now because they demonetize, because I speak openly and bluntly. I'm working on my monetization. I can refile for it. I have to get my watch hours to 4,000 though. I'm at like 1,000 something. I need like almost 3,000 to get, you know. This guy actually moved to Texas, moved his family to Texas. He rides a chopper. He seems like a really cool dude.
Have you got so many cereal choices? It's unreal.
We have just arrived.
This guy here, him and his old lady, they left, they traveled for like 2 or 3 months here, and now they actually came back. They just got back like a week ago maybe, and they brought her mother, and they're having a good time.
Air Park neighborhood. Almost every
Yes, we have neighborhoods that have airplanes.
has a plane right from it.
Yes.
In the UK, people don't sit outside their house. They might sit in the garden, but not at the front of their house. So crazy.
Why? I wonder why people don't congregate outside, you know? Yeah, she's checking it out. It's also music.
Hi. And how are you? I'm good. And how are you?
13 pack of donuts.
And
Why
that's
was-
true. Nobody prepares them for, you know, especially us people in the Southeast, us Southerners. You know, we say hi, we wave at people, or I know in my small town, when we pass people, we still put our hand up. You know, we still wave at people, man. I don't know if
My
it's
God,
just
I'm in America and I took myself for a walk, or a hike as they call it, and there's a cowboy.
See, why are they saying walk and we say hike? We say walk too, you know. We go for a walk. For me, when I say I'm going hiking or I go for a hike, to me that insinuates I'm going to a park or I'm going to the woods. I'm going somewhere to hike, going to see something, you know. I don't know.
There's an actual real cowboy over there. Look, I'll show you. Like, yeehaw, ride it, cowboy. You know what I mean? Also, right in front of me are mountains.
For the people that haven't been to Bryce National Park in the
It's
United
so funny,
States,
man.
please take a look at this video.
It's so funny to
and
see
go,
their reactions.
because this is one of the most beautiful national parks I've ever seen in my whole entire life.
It's so funny.
And I've been traveling around the world for 2 years. Look at this.
Can you make it with your backpack? Oh yeah, that's a bag though. Take your backpack off.
You can't be claustrophobic, you know. I have to go through that.
I don't think you understand the heritage.
People like to put music in their shit, man.
It takes to be a professional, whimsical.
I mean, like, yeah, you can see all the way through it.
And it's 30 feet deep. Race today.
It's 30 feet
Kai with
deep.
me.
Great experience. Fantastic.
Kai's visiting from Germany. He loves the national parks, apparently. He's been to a lot of them. Perfect.
That he shouldn't be shocked over anything if he's been to a lot of them. I don't know. I think a lot of people are just mistaking things, you know. I know that Germany just did something. I'm trying to think of what they just did.
Yes, here's your food. Is something wrong?
This could feed a whole family.
Yeah, they're for some reason they're shocked. I'd like for some of these people, if anybody is from the UK or Europe, this guy is completely surprised. I looked up this guy here on a few things. Like, he lived in a place where it was like communist for a long time. Like, they wasn't allowed to have bananas. They didn't get refills in their drinks, especially for free. Like, it was weird the way he was saying, and like his mind's been blown. I would like for somebody to come in my chat that's not from here, that's from the UK or Europe or somewhere, honest to God, and let me know, is this true, or are these people just making shock videos? Are they really reacting to this stuff? Or I know there's certain things, I know there's a lot of stuff we have that you guys don't have. There's a lot of things food wise, you know, a lot of parks, a lot of different things that they don't have over there. I know that for a fact. But is this true? Is there portions of food really that big?
Bro, these are so good.
This is why I like America, man. This is why I love America. This is why I love America. Why is the slice so big?
Okay, well, we clearly didn't know this.
Maybe it's to fatten us up, you know. Maybe we are the cattle, you know. Maybe, I don't know, maybe they're fattening us up for some reason, you know. Happy, yeah, well, sure. If that's what you celebrate, that's what you celebrate. Back at you. I don't celebrate it. See what I mean? Well, why are you here then? If 18 views ain't much, why are you here? Get educated? Okay. But it's true. It's why we're fat. Yeah, it is. I think they're fattening us up for a reason, you know.
Sizes of pizza.
Not only to be, you know, diabetics and slow and truthfully, that's why they want, you know, they've come out with electric car. I mean, everything's on our phone, right? Like We're privileged. It's not white privilege. It's Americans privileged. We're all privileged. If you're in America, you're privileged. I don't want to hear this black white shit. You're privileged. Everyone here is privileged. Why? Because you can pick up your cell phone, and if you don't have one, the government will give you one. If you don't have food, the government will give you food. What do they call that? Food stamps or something? Okay, if you don't have housing, they'll freaking put you in a shelter or Section 8 or something like that, free housing. You can pick up your phone and push 2 buttons, 3 buttons. You can order food. You can get on Amazon. You can have anything you ever wanted delivered to your door. You don't have to get off the couch. Now they got electric cars. Now they got electric vacuum cleaners. Now they got, within the next 10 years, they're going to have robots doing everything for you. Why? In my belief, I don't think they want us mobile. That's why electric cars, they can't make them to go no further than 200 miles, really, on a charge. They don't want you commuting. They don't want us going to places. They want to keep us confined in our town, in our place. They don't really want us traveling. They want to keep us. I mean, just like if the other party would have won the president, what do you think would happen?
If you ordered 7 of them.
This is 1 scoop, just.
It's like 5 scoops, I think.
This is a small portion. Look at this. It would be extra large.
I mean, can you beat
That was actually a small ice cream, man.
American food? Look at that. It's delicious.
Yes, with the lettuce and the white cheese and stuff, it is delicious. I don't care much for the bread. If I ever eat sandwiches, I usually eat like the flat bread, or I will eat like it on a shell, a taco shell, a burrito shell.
You see how big this is? It is ginormous. I mean, fair play. Like, that is an insane
It looks good, but I don't drink alcohol, so.
looking margarita.
Now that right there, I'll be honest, that right there would feed probably 3 people, maybe, Good. I think that would do good. Come here, girl. Mavis. There's no way I would even try to eat that.
Thank you.
First off,
Delicious. Actually.
I ask a medium size. That's medium. My medium. My entire family can drink from here for 1 month.
I wonder if that's true. Like the sizes of the drinks. Because they're like, why do you need this big of a drink? Like a small cup would do, well, it's because there's a thing called free market and capitalism, and they're going to try to make as much money as they can on every one of us. They don't care if we're healthy or not, my opinion. I just don't see them, they don't care. I really believe it. I don't think they actually care.
I'm like so excited.
Dude, it's a Target. Who cares? It's funny they don't have do they not have shopping centers like that, guys? Come on, if you're from over there, let me know. Do they not have shopping centers? Do they not have shopping centers over there, you think? I mean, come on, let me know. Do you guys understand? Do they not have I'm sure they got some kind of shopping center. They may not have Target or Walmart, but I would think they've got something. I mean, Walmart seems to be, is Walmart not global? Huh. I never even look into that stuff. I see we're privileged. I take things for granted. Little things like that. I never even think about other people that not that other people don't have stuff like a shopping center, like you would think, because truthfully, I've seen other places and they'll have KFC and McDonald's. And a lot of times I just assume they have a lot of things that we do, obviously they don't. So big. Yeah. And that is something that is different. We do build big. I mean, we build everything bigger, our buildings, our homes, our cars. I mean, everything we have. Why do we need, why do we need a Sam's or a Costco? They're huge. I mean, do we really need that much space for that much stuff? My kittens are meowing.
It goes so far. There's a Starbucks inside of it. Yeah. Nobles.
Already so overstimulated. Oh, this shoe it's huge. What is it?
And people in Europe don't like ice in their drinks. Really? Are you serious? Can't quench my thirst without ice. Well, I don't like ice water. Like, I love water. All I drink's water. Like, I order like 8 42 packs from Sam's a month, and they deliver them to my house. But I don't put them in the refrigerator. I don't like cold water because ice cold water, the only time I'll drink ice cold water is if I have to buy it from a store. Like, because, and I'll tell you a secret. The reason why, if you're like over hot and you're sweating and you're working out or doing something, the ice cold water actually does not help you. It actually goes through your system quicker. So if you just drink room temperature water, it actually like goes into your body better. It cools you down quicker. Ice cold water is just a fast, quick way of trying to cool yourself, which it doesn't. And I learned a long time ago, if you take a water hose or water and you actually pour it over your pressure points right here on both of your wrists, you will cool down within matters of just seconds. Seriously, like if you run water over your wrist, over your pressure points there behind your thumb, you will cool down quick. There's certain things to water. Water is so much advantage to water. There's so many advantages and things people don't know about water. And it seems like they're like, oh, they can't get over. Ask for ice. It looks weird. Yeah. It's like they can't get over, you know, how much water we drink over here. It's like, what do you drink? You know, what are they drinking? Because you would think if they're drinking nothing but pop or Coke and stuff, like they're going to be unhealthy. Like their bodies would be, they would be fatter than Americans. And trust me, Americans are big. We have a issue with, you know, obesity and diabetes. But it seems like when I see videos of these people, like, she's not skinny, but there's a lot of people that's fit and they're just not obese, you know. I have ice water. Okay, even when it's freezing outside. Really? That seems, yeah, try that. Seriously. It's, you know, there's for that one guy left a comment. You know, I learned a long time ago, you know, there's tricks to it that you can use water for.
Here. What's not in here, honestly. Exactly. Anything you'd ever need, it's here at Walmart.
Well, it is, but
I'm like so
a lot
excited.
of bad, it's a lot of bad stuff too. Like there's a lot of stuff that ain't good for you there either. This guy,
I really hope people don't take this for granted because
this guy actually moved it. Why do they keep putting
just drive?
Oh my!
Can't even play their videos. That guy, he actually moved to Alabama, I think it was.
We made it to another coastal town.
We are here at Provincetown. Let's check it out.
Hey, wait, that's the guy I did a short on.
Provincetown.
The guy in the blue hat in the back and the guy in the front. I did shorts on both of those guys. Huh. Let's see what they're at. Let's see what the shorts are up to right now on him. Okay. So I did a short the day before yesterday on that European. It's at 798,000 views. Okay. Let's see. I did one on the other guy too. Let's see if I can find it. Or maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Let's see. No, that I've got another one that's got almost 500,000 views. I just did last week. Let's see. I thought that was, no, I did that on Instagram. Okay. The other guy, he's talking in his car, I think. I thought I did one that was with that guy there, short. I could have swore I did a short with that guy, the guy in the front. Yeah, make sure you guys watch the videos too.
Let's check it out.
Like I'll do these live streams and I'll do shorts, or I'll go in and let the AI generator from StreamYard, you know, generate me some shorts, and they do pretty good, you know. And I tell you what, man, if you ain't never seen a bison, which I know everyone says them are buffalo, yeah, but they're called bison. If you ain't never eat them, oh man, the bison burger, the steak, they're awesome, man. They're so good, you know. We're gonna try to skip through.
Hey, once again, we had to come back. This park is huge. You could literally spend like 2 weeks here and you still probably wouldn't see the whole park. Unfortunately, we don't have that much time, so we can only spend 2 days here. But this view in front of me right now is just craziness. Wait until you see this. I'm literally standing on some rocks on the side of the river.
To tell you the truth, I don't know where they're at, but it looks like that's a Montana river. Or, yeah, to me it looks like Montana.
Look at this view. The waterfall over there. So incredible. Just look at the scenery. What I'm looking at. Look. What's going on?
I'll have to look up their videos and see where that's at because, to tell you the truth, I've fished in Maine and all kinds of places, and those rivers are awesome.
You guys
they look so different.
all of our dinners. We went to pay, and the guy was like, "No, it's already been paid for." They went for a beer this morning. Went up to pay.
Oh Lord, I love that language. Went for a beer this morning.
Pay for it. A lady already paid the beer for her.
No, we're kind people, man.
We're hearing a lot of that. Yeah, I was at a 7-Eleven there, and the police, they were buying like people's food and all that. They were just so nice. You would never find that in Scotland. We've had a few drinks, Bob.
Really? You would never find that in Scotland. Ain't that wild? Like, why would they not be nice? I also hear a lot of people say that a lot of people in London and in France, like they're rude. Like they don't care to associate with people, you know, like in places, in public and stuff like that. I wonder why. Like, I don't know if I don't think it's just a Southern thing. Yes, us Southern folks are a little bit more nicer than the Northern people, in my opinion. But everybody in America, it seems like, you know, well, American born, it seems like it's just normal for us to socialize. But that's one of the issues I've had ever since the cell phone and the internet, social media come out. It's awful, man. Like, we don't socialize really. Well, I mean, we do, but we don't. Like, it takes people something to actually say hi and communicate in public. You know, everybody's so drawn into their own world and their own platforms or their own, you know, watching reels or on social media. Even grown-ups, old people, they're all into their own stuff so much, into their phones. It's like used to, you could see people, you know, they'd be in a store or out in public and people would actually, you know, communicate and talk and have conversations. And, you know, growing up, when I grew up in the 80s and 90s, it was like we didn't have cell phones. So we constantly, you know, that was our, you know, playground, was outside, was going to friends' houses or running, getting on a BMX bicycles or skate or doing, you know, going to town and wandering all over town and talking to people and meeting up with people and having fun, you know, and communicating, going to bowling alleys, skating rings, you know, communicating. Like, it's like everything has died out. I really believe some of the funnest generation for me was the late 80s and 90s, was the, you know, growing up. It was so much fun. You know, I miss the old skating ring days, if you know what I'm talking about, you know, flirting with the girls, you know, you're 10, 12 years old, you know, thinking you could skate, you know, and listening to the music, you know, it's just a time that I don't think we'll ever get back. I really don't. I believe that generation and my generation was some of the best with that kind of stuff, you know. And when you see those like TikTok videos, the 80s videos, you know, oh, come in, the street lights on, that was your time to come in. That's all true. Like, that's not a joke. That is all true. We did all that stuff, you know. That is not a made up thing. We drank out of the water hose. We didn't even care if there was a spider up in it or spider web. We drank out of it. You always let it run for a few minutes to try to wash it out, but let that hot water that set in it, because it would be hot at first. So you let it run for a few minutes, you know. We didn't care if it was our water hose. It could be anybody's water hose, the neighbors, we could see a water hose and we'd just run and grab it. You know, we really did play on the playgrounds. We really did try to defy gravity and push the limit on the merry-go-rounds and the swing sets and all that stuff. I mean, we really did that.
Free of charge, which is great. We love that. But we've also reciprocated that, so it's no problem.
Are Americans representing? Is that what you're saying?
100%.
Okay, good.
Absolutely.
So
nice.
Meeting expectations or exceeding?
Well, of course they're representing. Americans know how to be. They know when to be nice and when not to, right? We know that, right? We know how to be nice. We know when to be nice and when it's time not to be nice. That's the thing about being raised like I have been. We know when it's time to be nice and when it's not time. But we're generally, in my opinion, the people I was raised around and the people I'm around, excuse me, you know, we're a pretty friendly group of people. Like honestly, like we was raised to say yes, ma'am, you know, yes, sir, open a door for somebody walking in a store. Common courtesy, you know. Oh, I did too. I lived in the skating rink. I loved it. Random people, yes. We drank from random people's water hose, all kinds of stuff. Well, that's fine, man. That, you know, anyone that has a picture of Sean Penn, I'm sure doesn't like America, because he doesn't like America either, you know. He's one of those fruitcakes.
Europeans are coming to America.
Europeans are coming to America.
By the most normal things ever. Free refills, grocery stores, friendly strangers, big parking lots, police officers taking selfies, waiters who actually care. And Americans are watching this like, bro, that is just a normal Tuesday. Exactly. That is the point. For Americans, this is normal. For many Europeans, this is shocking. Because the America Europeans were warned about is not the America they are seeing.
See, this is what pisses me off. Because their media has betrayed America to be this, you know, place that's we're always fighting each other in the streets, where it's always violent. There's nothing good about America. I mean, to really hear some of them say what their media has told them over the years, it's disgusting. It really is. And I pray, I really do. I pray that every one of these people take their videos that come over here for the World Cup, every country that has come here, I pray that they take their videos home and they show their family, their friends. They show I hope it circulates over there. And I believe this is what could heal not only the America, because we needed this right now. We needed this boost of energy. I think a lot of people needed to be reminded why they love America and why they love being from America and living in America. Even the people that's here, that the foreigners that's came here in the last 30, 40 years, you know, I think we all needed a reminder why we love this free country. Like there was one girl saying, I wouldn't move there because right off the bat, they take your freedom of speech and they take like 10 of your rights. No, they don't. Where do you hear that shit? The media, their media has told them that. It's disgusting. Like we don't lose our freedom. You guys are the ones that are going to jail. We're the ones seeing videos of these people over there going to jail for leaving a message on Facebook or TikTok saying certain words, and they're the ones the police are showing up at their doors. They don't show up to my door because I say fuck them or fuck, you know, our government. They're not showing up at my door. It's free speech. It just amazes me that these people really believe their media. I mean, seriously, you don't mind America, huh? Just be honest, I think your own food system is good. Oh, well, you just said you didn't. America has the worst food. Yes, they are full of chemicals, but we never said it was good. We never said it was healthy. You know, I mean, I love the picture, man. I love your emoji picture. If you are Native American, cool. I'm Cherokee and European. My family came over here and married Cherokee Indian women, the Native American. So white unity is most needed. I think America unity is most needed, man. I think we all need to be united, brother. I mean, just to be honest, I'm not going to lie. And what am I talking about? I'm just talking about these Europeans coming over here for the World Cup. Yeah, well, I know what I'm free and what I'm not, man. I'm not delusional. I know what you're saying. Trust me. And I understand
with their own eyes. And I know this because I'm German. I grew up in Germany. I grew up with these stereotypes too. And honestly, I believe many of them. Before I met my beautiful American wife and before I moved to the United States, I also had many strange ideas about America. I thought America was more dangerous. I thought Americans were fake. I thought the food was only burgers and fries. I thought this whole country was crazy. And the craziest part is some of my old friends from Europe don't even want to visit me here. Not because they don't like me. At least that's what I hope. But because they believe the scary version of America.
See, they believe the media. They believe their media. They believe that we're all at each other's throats. Like I said, they believe we're all, why? Because the media shows them protest and rioting. So they think that's all we do, I mean, I just took my Harley out for the whole weekend. Not one person bothered me. I ride in the mountains, had a great weekend. I mean, didn't have to worry about anybody, America is not on fire. Maybe our government sucks because all our politicians on both sides suck, in my opinion. They don't work for us. We're actually working for them. They put their hands in our pockets before, I don't even think they really do anything for us. They say they're there to represent us, but
on that lines. And I understand them because in Europe, America has a really bad reputation. Fake, dangerous, unhealthy.
Especially our media, our media, God almighty. Crackheads that don't know how to stop cutting off your Cadillac converter, morons. American media is just as bad, in my opinion. Seriously, the mainstream media is some of the most fake, dishonest. And then you see these morning shows, like The View and all that. They don't do nothing but push propaganda, race hustle, all that shit. So. And these people actually buy into these people. They actually believe this stuff. But when like Fox News or any of these other news channels sit and show, Deion Sanders did this, really? That's news? A fucking athlete? You're reporting on an athlete? Why are you not reporting on the 3 that was shot or this or something happened over here? You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. I don't care about it. These rich, entertaining people. That's not news.
Aggressive and a little bit insane. Basically one giant Walmart parking lot with shootings on every corner. I know that sounds dramatic, but this is really how Europeans talk about America. And now the World Cup is doing something that no politician, no news channel, and no documentary could ever do. It is forcing them to actually experience America. Not the headline version, the real America. And I'm not here to pretend America's perfect. America has problems. Every country has. But after living here for 2 years, I can honestly say, America is awesome. I love this country. Not because it is perfect, but because the America I was told about in Europe is not the America I found here. So today, I want to show you the stereotypes Europeans have about America and why the World Cup is proving many of them wrong. The first stereotype starts before Europeans even leave the airport. America is scary to enter. A lot of Europeans are nervous before they travel to the United States. And honestly, I understand it because if you read European media, you would think America is like entering a military base. Tough border officers, endless questioning, people getting denied, people getting deported. And yes, border security is very serious. It should be serious. America is a country, not a theme park. But then many Europeans
Thank you. America is a country, not a theme park. Our border should be serious. Should be locked up. They said we take in 1 million people a year. That's not the getaways, not the people just walking across like Joe Biden and them they let, God mighty, millions in. But on an average year, we approve 1 million green card holder or people, to come into this country and live. to me, I still think that's too many. I really do. Like, we need to stop that. Where are we going to keep putting these people?
You go through immigration and realize, wait, this is just a normal border control. You ask, why are you here? Where are you going? Maybe even which game are you watching? And then they say, welcome to the United States. And for many people, that alone is surprising because they expect to be treated like criminals. But most of them are treated very professionally, sometimes even friendly. And that destroys the first stereotype. Because Europeans often think if a country has strong borders, it must be cold and mean. But America shows something different. You can take security seriously and still welcome visitors. You can protect your country and still be friendly. And honestly, I respect that a lot.
Well, I do too, but honestly, I think we're on just their playing field. We're just like, seriously, like we're just like their checkers or chess, pieces, Monopoly pieces on their playing field. Because we know what it is. The elite, this is their playground, and we're just here.
Has the right to know who is coming in. That is normal. But what
I don't choose to live like that. I choose to get out and do what I want and take my family where I want. I choose to live a free life. I don't live guarded and paranoid all the time.
Europeans are seeing right now, America is not this cold, hateful place they were warned about. It can be very strict, but it can also be wrong. And that
the reason it's strict is because we have so many people in here that takes us for granted.
What's your hot take about the USA?
I think fuck Donald Trump. Yeah.
No.
I love the USA.
You love the USA, but you don't
I
like
would
Donald
die
Trump?
to go there. My family lived. Some of my family lived there. My mum's side.
God, you sound. Look
What do you
at
think
him.
about Donald Trump?
Oh my God, he's a crackhead. Yeah, you probably like the drug part over here. My Lord.
This is normal.
Some people's kids.
Completely normal.
Yeah, that's normal. A rap is normal. Yeah, come on, man. That's the size of nachos.
Look at this. A club sandwich.
That's an average.
Look at that.
Well, that's an
I've already
average
eaten half the fries of it. Massive. It's
I
actually
can
like
eat all
two
that.
sandwiches.
I don't care for the fries, though. I'm not saying fries ain't good. I don't really care for potatoes on it like that, French fries. If I'm going to eat taters, I'm going to eat fried taters on my grill, on my Blackstone, Okay, here we go. That's
What is this? Your pancakes you ordered.
I don't eat grill like that.
That's one pancake.
I've just been handed my drink, and here it is. It's bigger than the purse.
I mean, what the fuck are you guys drinking over there? Like those little mouthwash cups that you get for your bathroom to wash your mouth out with after you brush your teeth? Is that what size drinks y'all are drinking? I mean, that's an average cup size. 12 ounce? 16 ounce?
Oh.
Looks like maggots and worms, don't it? Ugh.
It changes when you're big.
I can feel it. I've given up.
He don't care. It's hitting the right spot. Trust me, when you get that good taste of pizza and you're hungry, and it's like, man, when it hits that spot, you don't care if it's on your beard or your face.
We got cute little cups.
I mean, what do you guys have? That's what I want to know. What in the hell? What size drinks are you drinking out of over there? That's what I want to know. Like,
Oh my God, the yellow school bus is real. The yellow elementary bus is real.
can someone debunk this? Is this like true? Do they really not have? I don't think they have yellow. Of course, I don't think they have yellow school buses, but they don't have buses that this big. That's transportation in any of these other countries. It just amazes me that they're flipping out over some, school buses, man. It's like, what the hell, I mean, normal size, so our people aren't all fat like yours. Okay. Well, I mean, that's why you got to have the willpower not to drink that junk to start with. I don't drink the soda pop. I don't drink Coke. I don't drink any of those drinks. To be fair, most of the reason Americans are fat is because of, seriously, I agree, man. They're too big. You go to a restaurant, here, we're going to give you, refills are free. Go get a refill, drink it all you want. I truthfully don't think that they should be regulated to a size. I think they should be regulated to, just how much. Seriously, like that's a lot. But like I said, go back. You have the rights, the freedom to drink what you want and as much as you want. I'm not going to take that away from anyone. I just prefer not to drink it. I don't like it. I'm not going to drink it. Have I drank it in the past? Yeah. But I haven't drank soda pop or Coke or whatever you want to call it. Shit. It's been over 10 years. So, I mean, I don't care nothing for it. They all live near regular public transportation, so they don't need to take the kids to school. Really? Huh. Yeah, because we have such a lot of land. Like, our places are out so far. We need school buses to pick the kids up. Because I live in the country now. I don't live in any cities anymore. I've lived in 5 different states, major cities, major country areas. I moved back to the country, though, to where my family was from. A lot of haters of America today, guys. What's wrong with y'all? I mean,
And you won't believe they got.
you guys are the ones, living in the commie countries. You guys are the ones that gave your guns up. Like fools, man. Yeah, they said, here, we're going to do buyback program. We're going to take your firearms. And what'd you do? You said, here, you can have them. We'll give them to you. Like idiots. That's one thing you should have never done, was gave up your weaponry. Never.
Right in the house.
Never.
Right to the left. You
Never
walk in
should
and
have
the
done
loot's
that.
right here.
And for the first time ever, I got served the Stella in a glass bottle.
In a glass bottle.
Usually in Belgium, each beer is served in its own glass with its own shape.
That's one pancake.
Its own shape.
This is one pancake.
Well, I'd like to know, really just 12 ounce glass.
Thanks so much.
Because those beers, I think, 12 or 16 ounces, something like that, So I think it's more,
What's not in here?
Never sold.
That's something I don't drink either. I don't touch it. I never drink.
Yeah, you don't?
No, and they're free.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're free. Now, you can't go to the bathroom somewhere and it'd be free over there? Come on, man. That's a little ridiculous. I think that's I think that's...
Brits and Australians go crazy after discovering the American dream.
But
Very
they-
excited
they
to get
would
into
move
this and
here.
see what we got. Before we do, appreciate if you guys can hit that subscribe button. Yeah, let's check this out.
Would you ever move to America?
No.
See, they say no.
No.
No interest in moving there.
See, they all...
This is before.
Yeah, this is before, the World Cup, and people have come here because they believe their media. Listen to them.
No, because I am
transgender.
This is the one I was talking about. They said they take your rights away. Like, what rights do we take away if you move here?
You'd step over there and you already lose like 10 of the rights that you have here.
Where in the hell do these people get this? You lose 10 of your rights? No, you don't.
It's a disgusting place. They've got no NHS whatsoever.
Okay, yeah, these are like viewpoints of you can't say all Europeans, but yeah, this is what like some Europeans were thinking before the World Cup, right?
It's an absolute dump.
The second you make any decent money in Australia, you become the enemy. From your neighbours, to the taxman, to the cops, so-called friends.
True.
Australia has the worst tall poppy syndrome in the whole world. When I bought my first Lamborghini in Australia, everybody...
You got a Lamborghini, good for you.
Hated me.
Yeah.
People driving next to me.
Of course, dude, they're going to hate on you here too. That's just haters, Fuck them. Let them hate. I mean, seriously, poor people are always going to hate on rich people or people that have more than them. That's just how it works.
Dirties. They'd hate seeing someone more
Successful. Yes.
Now, when I moved
that's
to-
everywhere.
the same
dude.
in the UK.
And yes, America, there's more people that will congratulate you and be friendly. But there is a lot of haters in America too. They're called poor people. They will do that.
Like people do get jealous and
Yes,
they just think you're bragging in the wrong way.
To America. Yes, when you buy a fancy car, a nice muscle car, a nice motorcycle, something, people think you're bragging in that way of showing off, like you're showing it off. No, it's because I worked hard and it's what I wanted. So I bought one and I'm going to enjoy it. It's nothing about showing off or bragging. Now, yes, some people do brag. Some people show off. That's not me though. Like I love my motorcycles. I ride them because it's been in my blood my whole life. I love doing it.
Complete opposite. People used to roll down their windows and be like, "Hey, dude, nice car. How did you get that? What do you do for work?" There were.
See, that's so nice about.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, that's just the way it works, you know. Yeah. Let's go through some of these comments. You live in England? Okay. Slowly being taken over by Muslims? Okay. Yeah. Why? Because your government allowed it, man. The Democrat Party. Yeah. You know, I agree with you, man. People think socialism and everything free is fun, but it ain't free. Exactly. The government can't override the Constitution. They can't take you stuff. I agree with that. Defend everything you got. Yeah. You know, and the Democrats are your enemies. They truly are. I mean, I feel bad for you guys, man. You know, I really do. I believe your country's was taken a long time ago. And now I hear like one of those places over there just voted to, they just won the vote to send the illegals home, you know, to, yeah, I know they're not Dems. They're socialists. They even like said, like the ones that are winning in New York for their primaries, they're winning. The Madani people that's under that Madani wants, like the female that won the other night, she was like, you know, cussing Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders and all these people. And it's so funny because Joy Behar on The View was like, I like these people. And then when the dark hair girl told her what she said about Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, she's like, well, that ain't nice. I don't like her. See, these people are all propaganda. That's all they do. They push propaganda on TV. That's all they want to do. That's all they ever think about is race hustling, propaganda, you know. I think it's funny that anybody would watch any media, mainstream media, or any of those people. Like, it's so funny though. It's like, because any of the podcasters getting what? Yeah. Same logic to Republicans as well. Neither of them are. Oh, I said that at the beginning. I said, you know, there's a lot of rhino Republicans or rhinos. They make dirty handshake deals behind doors. The only time they say they care about America and shit is when they're in front of a camera. They don't give a damn. They're in our pockets just as well as any of the government employees, in my opinion, the politicians. So, I mean, seriously, they are. And I will go with that, you know. And if you do donate, you'll get. If you do donate, you'll get to see the rest of the video. So let's get back at it.
America, is that you appreciate that someone's put the effort to go out and get their dream and get a nice car for themselves, instead of looking in a way like, oh wow, you're just driving that to just fly in our faces.
Positive and
jealous.
They always wanted to have a chat to know what I was doing, how I achieved that. The experience is completely different.
I'm not just for one party. I'm a realist. I see things for what they are.
And that celebrates wins rather than
well said,
jealousy and envy.
Well said.
I'm in America as an English lad, and
I'm an English lad. Does that mean just like a young person? A lad? I'm a lad. It must be a young person. Because we never called ourselves lads. We were like teenagers. We call it teenagers. We're young teenagers, or young man. I'm a youngster, or it's funny. The word systems, a lot of them mean the same. They're just different,
Just found a bloody yellow bus. Look at
A
that.
bloody yellow bus. I found a bus. It's like a unicorn to them, It's like them seeing a unicorn, a magical unicorn spitting out, marshmallows or some shit. I mean, seriously, and glitter, it's like, there's the bus, there's the yellow school bus, It's funny though. Like, I don't mean to laugh. I'm not laughing at them. I just think it's funny because we see them everywhere. You know what I mean? I see them everywhere. Every day, especially when school's in, because we're out, my kid's out for the summer. So like, they're everywhere.
Is that like just in the middle of the forest?
Tell me that's not from the movies.
What's it doing there?
Every one of them say the movies. What are they? What kind of movies are you guys fucking watching over there, man? Like, seriously, what kind of movies are they making that you guys see yellow school buses and you believe that's only in movies? Because that's what they say. It's like watching a movie. Like, they can't believe we have buses, school buses. They're only seen in the movies.
See this, please. Give me a
That's
message.
amazing.
We'll do a collab.
That's amazing.
Oh my god, we're actually entering a yellow bloody bus.
Is it open? Oh, it's open. Okay. Why do I feel like this bus is abandoned?
Let's see if it looks like the movies. No way.
So cool. He just put that on like the aisle of the bus right there, and immediately just films it just flashed through my mind.
In life, we're inside a yellow bus in America. Yes, come on. That's one off the bucket list. Here we
That's
go.
amazing.
What's that? Is that a cat? Oh no.
He said I just checked off my bucket list. That's something.
Is that a speaker? What is that?
Get in. We've done it. Right, let's get out.
What are those things?
Dude, that ain't even a big one either. That's like a medium size. Then you have the short bus, for the disabled. But then you have, the big school. That didn't even look that big.
Yellow bus in America.
Maybe it was.
I'm
It just
currently here
didn't
in
look like
Miami, Florida, and it's made me realize how depressing the UK actually is.
Look how white
Here
everything
in
is.
America, in Miami, everyone is super happy, proud of their
I
country.
wouldn't say super happy. In Miami, you think everybody's super happy?
There's no drive in the UK.
I don't know.
Monday to Friday,
Really? The
going
same
out
with
on
the
the
yellow
weekends.
cabs?
Well, people in the UK, they just
Is
stick
that-
to like
is
their
that for real?
safety
Huh.
jobs. You know what I mean? They want to stay safe. They want to just do what their family's doing and whatnot. They don't really want to like take the risk and go for.
Because nowadays, let me tell you, yes, there's still yellow cabs in New York and all that, but a lot of other places that have taxi cabs, they went to like a white and like a checker line going around them, and they're different. And now it's like everybody's went to so much Uber and people lifts or whatever they call them, Uber lifts or something. People showing up in Teslas and SUVs and different things, depends on what you order. It's like the yellow taxi cab is still, I know it's still big in big cities, major cities, but for someone like me that's out, in these Tennessee mountains now, it's like, seeing a yellow cab is not shocking because I've seen them. I've lived in cities, but it's like rare now for me because I don't see that stuff anymore. I see Uber lifts and things like that, So You have black cabs, huh? Or private, or which are private cars, really? Huh. So you have people like, do they do like the Uber thing? Like you call and order? Or is it the same as taxis? Like people just driving around and then you holler or whistle and they pull over and you get in and they take you where you need to go? Is that what you're talking about? The black ones? Are they just like, you know, driving all over the place? Oh, they're your black cabs? Okay. Or like yellow cabs? Okay, yeah. Flag. Okay, flag them down. Or everything else you have to phone. Okay. It's pretty neat. That sounds
for that dream.
About the same. Wages, going to the pub. Whereas here, no one cares if you're making content. You're not getting judged. No one's hating on you behind your back. Everyone's.
And I will say that not only about Miami, but a lot of cities. You know, nobody is judging you. Nobody's watching you with a camera. They don't give a shit if you're making content as long as you're not bothering them, because there is a lot of people out in the streets. As long as you ain't going up to them and, you know, and the reason you see a lot of YouTubers or TikTokers or whatever you want to call them, making videos of going up to people in public and pulling pranks and stuff, and then people aggravating them, that's because they're going up to random people and aggravating the shit. Now, look, if I'm out and I'm busy doing something as a streamer, I don't stream every time I go walk out the door. I got a family, you know what I mean? I go do real life shit. I live real life, but I also do a lot of content. I video my motorcycle rides. I do a lot of that stuff. I had a big motorcycle channel. I got some of my people over here because YouTube took it. It's still monetized. YouTube still has it out there and it's monetized and they won't give it back. But I filmed a lot of my rides, a lot of my motorcycle rallies, you know, Daytona, all those places. But the thing is they will not give it back to me. So I lost all that content, but it's still on YouTube. They still have my channel up. But if you don't aggravate people, if you don't go up and try to pull a prank on somebody, yeah, most people are just going to ignore you, especially in a big city. There's so many people, their lives are such at a fast pace. They don't care about you shooting content as long as, like I said, as long as either they're not in it or you're not messing with them, they could care less, you know. Uber, boat, yeah. Oh, it's the only one you can flag down, huh? Okay.
Actually just trying to help you. They want to do it with you. They want to get involved. They want to collaborate. Whereas in the UK, if you're doing what I'm doing right now, you're just going to get judged for it. Whereas here,
that's true.
It's almost like you're living in like a film. Like everyone's just
everybody says movies are film.
Make it work, become successful. The hustle culture here is so different. And how can you hate on this? Like, look, it's just sunny. Everywhere's beautiful. The people are nice. They walk down the street. They compliment you. They ask how your day's been. They compliment your outfit, what you're wearing, what you look like. I can't remember the last time I even walked down the street in the UK and even spoke to a stranger. Whereas here,
yeah, that's true. I genuinely can't tell you a time that I've actually spoke to a stranger other than my dog walks. Does that count, dog walking? Because like you're kind of like, you know, you're walking your dog.
See, that's what amazes me. Like can't even remember a time they said hi to a stranger, somebody walking down the street. You know, like that's a natural thing for us to do. Like if we're in a shopping center or a plaza or something and we're on a sidewalk walking to the next door, the next place, you know, we're passing people. I usually nod my head or say hi, hello, how you doing? You know what I mean? Like not to everybody, but like there's people that do that. They'll be like, you know, they just nod their head like, hey, it's like saying hello or have a good day, you know? And it's strange because another guy they do content and they're from the UK and he's like, man, everybody's rude. Nobody, you know what I mean? No one's friendly. They're all with their heads in their phones or looking down. They don't want to, you know, they don't say hi to you. Like, you know, all this stuff, just like this guy's saying, you know, so.
See that dog, the dogs go together, you know, you start talking.
It's amazing.
Let's not include dog walks. Other than dog walking,
thank God America.
I can't remember the last time I actually spoke to a stranger. I really can't.
I do it probably about 10 times a day.
I feel really sorry for Americans because of the fact they don't get to
Jealous
experience
people.
what it feels
Don't
like
believe we're
to
median.
be a
Okay.
British teen
Right.
wanting so desperately to be an
Like
American.
America.
I
was
was
wondering.
so desperate to be an American as a child. I perfected my.
But the thing is, like, when we was children and that, and like even now, but like when we was children and was seeing the movies and seeing like how you guys was, you know, how
Let me pause that. I know a lot of people can't hear me when that's playing. Big Al, welcome in. I hope you subscribe. I hope you check out the channel. Check out the shorts, the videos. Like I said, I just had to create this. This is my fourth, excuse me, my fourth YouTube channel. My first one I started in 2018, 2019. I had thousands of followers. It got canceled, took down. I created two more, then three more. This is my fourth. I had a big motorcycle channel I rode. I brought some politics all my life to it eventually, daily stuff. I got up to like 45K. Then it got, taken, and with my other channel, it got took too, and it's still monetized. It's on YouTube, but YouTube runs it. They don't put anything on it. It's sitting there dormant. I can't touch it or deal with it. It's called Rays Moto Life, RaysMotolife. You can look it up. You can see all the adventures I've been on, the motorcycle rallies, all that stuff. I got some of my people from over there to this one. I just started this channel back in, I had it as a backup channel in 2022, I think it was, but I just first started putting content on it this past like September or October because my other channel got took. So I'm trying to build this back, trying to build my platform back. As you can see, I got demonetized because they said I was duplicating my shorts. I guess because I was transferring my shorts from Instagram and stuff over here as well. They didn't like that. Now they've come out with a different TOS 2 days ago, I think, a new TOS, terms of service. That's why I say I can reapply now. It's been 3 months. I can reapply for my monetization, but I got to get my 4,000 watch hours back up, and that's what I'm working on. Also bringing you guys content and entertainment. I love doing this stuff. I don't do it for the paycheck. But, it doesn't hurt to help pay the internet cost, the streaming cost, the equipment cost, all that stuff. So that's why I always say if you want to help donate, or support us streamers, it's going across the channel there, or it's in the chat. You will see PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo. All donos will be read out loud. There's a place when you do a Cash App or any of that, you can type in what you want to say, and I will read every bit of it out loud. Also, just subscribing and liking the video supports us as well. And we appreciate it, guys. So there they come. They're coming in there. So, but like I said, it's amazing to see now most of you guys are in the vertical platform. If you come over to the horizontal, you can see if you're on a computer or laptop, you can see more of the screen. You can see more of, it's better in my opinion. But I appreciate you guys in the vertical. That means you're usually on your phone. I sure appreciate it. But if you go to my channel, and then I have 2 streams going. One is horizontal and one's vertical. So it's a lot more stuff goes on over here in the horizontal. If you come over here, their younger people say that I'm 55 and I'm almost 46. People, good morning, evening, good afternoon, etc. Yeah, strangers, our country has changed so rapidly over the last 30. So I agree, it has. So as America has just try not to smoke on the camera. They like to hit you for that too. We have no UK government. We never have. Okay, if you English, you should have come to the section by now. Okay. Yeah, if you come into the actual channel, if you actually go to the channel, YouTube is controlled by the Indian. Don't expect anything to. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's shit, man. I've got a Rumble account. I've got a Kick account. I stream on there sometimes as well. You can just on Rumble, you can say a little bit more stuff, you know. Yeah, I think we're at that breaking point there, Big Al. I think we're at a moment of either people are going to, you know, change it and they're going to see it and change it, or they're going to be doomed. You know, it's going to be over. And then most of the people over there are going to just be, you know, fighting to breathe daily and get around the immigrants and all the bullshit, you know. In America, they're working on trying to do that as well, you know. And they're slowly been doing it, but they can't do it by boat or sea or air. They're doing it by inside, you know, our politicians. And they're slowly doing it. Now, America's big. We got a lot of politicians, a lot of pushback. But in 50 years, who's to know? You know what I mean? Who knows where this country will be? Because they let people like Ilhan Omar and the Squad and these radical socialists and all these woke people, they allow them, you know, when they get voted in, because these young people are dumb and they think socialism is awesome and everything's going to be free. But when they realize they're working and they're taking 90% of their check and they have nothing, you know, maybe they're going to wake up and realize they voted the wrong people in. So.
Like you was in the houses sneaking out on the balconies, or like just how you did things at your schools, right? Even the lockers. We really wanted that and we don't have that. And it's just like, yeah, jealousy.
American accent, because all you'd see was these TV shows that had amazing American accents that you just fell in love with.
Oh, yeah.
They had Jolly Ranchers and Nerds and Captain Crunch for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I dreamed of that life. And Americans just get to live it. They don't have the gratitude that I truly had as a child, because all I wanted to be was American. I wanted to experience
really. I have the gratitude. Like I said, I say it every day. We're privileged. America is privileged, guys. And not just because we can pick up our phone and have anything to our fingertips, but we can, man, if we want to go to a beach, we can save money, we can take a vacation, we can go to any state. It's like going to a different country, in my opinion. Like one guy that was over here from the UK said, every state is like its own country. And it truly is. If you've ever been here, you know what I'm talking about. Everything is different. The land, you know, mountains, lakes, rivers, you know, the weather. Everything is different in each state. Like I've been taking my kids to, you know, to the beaches of Florida. I lived in Florida for years. And I've been taking them down there their whole life. You know, they love the beach, they love the ocean, they love all that, you know, and it's like a 12-hour drive. I know a lot of people are like, man, that's a long time. No, it ain't. 12 hours is not that long, you know, to drive to the beach. That's not that long.
Road trip down the long roads of Texas.
Oh, everyone does. Literally, that's the dreams and goals for everyone that don't live in America.
That took 12 hours. I wanted to experience that Cali.
She said 12 hours after I did.
Babe vibe. I wanted to be on the surfboards with the Americans who.
Yo, I wonder if I could surfboard. How long does it take to learn how to surfboard? It'll probably take me a while, right?
We're just opening
probably a few weeks.
Sprite,
right?
Depends on how. Truthfully, it depends on how athletic you are. Because I done it when I was 19. I'll tell you the truth. The best way to learn how to surf is you start out on a longboard, on one of the biggest boards. Because you got to learn your balance. You know, you got to learn how to maneuver the waves. And when you start out, if you use a coach and someone to help you, they're not going to put you on a fast speeding surfboard. You know, they're going to put you on a longboard. They're going to put you on like a 2-foot wave, not even a 3-foot wave. They're going to put you on like a 1 or 2 foot wave just so you can learn to stand up on the board first. Then you're going to move to bigger things and smaller boards eventually. So, you know, it depends on you.
4th of July with that.
Yo, 4th of July is soon.
We're fixing this. Yeah,
4th of July is in 4 days.
Oh, yeah, we're fixing to celebrate it, man. We just had our big derby and firework display the other night, you know, Saturday. We always do it the week before, you know. And then this weekend, this 4th of July, Saturday, we'll do the family thing. We've already bought some fireworks, and, we'll sit out here in our field, and we'll light fireworks. We'll build a bonfire around our fire pit, for the kids. They're not kids. They're 17 and 20 now, so, and, they'll have probably 1 or 2 friends over. We'll shoot fireworks, make some s'mores, we do that kind of stuff every year, so it's fun just to spend the night, the Saturday night shooting fireworks with your kids and your family. That's what we enjoy. So. It's somebody asked me, hey, you're going to go to the America 250 in Washington? And I was like, well, I love that. Excuse me. I love that they're putting on a big event and all that stuff. That's great for the country. But I don't want to be around all those people, really. Like, they're not bad people. Sometimes I got issues with being around crowded people that I just, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be in a place where I don't know where the door is, I prefer just to be honest, I prefer just to, do my family thing privately at our home and enjoy it just as much, Now, have I been to things and places? Yeah, I've been to all kinds of theme parks, took my families to all kinds of stuff. We've been on vacations, over the years. We've done so much stuff, but I don't want to be in a big crowd of people like that. Not at my age now. I'm more of a relaxed guy. I'm more like, hey, you want to go to a concert? No, I don't want that music all in my ears and that loud shit. I don't care for that anymore. I really don't. Now, if it's a concert out in a big open field, you know what I mean, where I can move back away from everybody, cool, I'll do that, yeah, took her eyes off the ball, man. Very far, Oxford, Cambridge. Yeah, I believe that if we follow everything, we'll follow it, excuse me. My allergies has been absolutely messed up. I've always loved being American. My dad, it was a Green Beret. Well, thank him for his service. Always, I still love our country. However, I've never been proud of seeing all this good news. Yeah, I understand that, man. I agree. And that's me. I'm in a small town. A lot of people, I told someone how many people were in my county. I think we got 16,000. They're like, that's not small. And I'm like, yes, it is. For America, that's small. That's a small town. It's not a tiny town. I guess there are smaller towns that's got 200 people. Those are just old, dirt roads. But a small town that I live in the East Tennessee mountains, 16,000 in the whole county. You got to think the whole big ass county. That's small. And yes, we have the derbies. We have celebration. This past week, we've had many different celebrations at the fairgrounds. We've had America 250 where we got, bluegrass, banjo players. They have, they have competition with the girls. They do the beauty pageants. They do, local, small town stuff. Best person that can they do canning contests. Who can can the best food or the pickles or the best jams and stuff. I'm telling you, that is America to me, because that's what I know. That's what we do. The best pies, You know, not just the apple pies, chocolate pies, pecan pie, you know what I mean? Who's the best in the county? You know, who can do the best jam? Who can do the best crafts? Who's the best woodworker? You know, like, because in my town, there's a couple of people that do chainsaw woodworking, and they'll take a tree and they'll cut it into a statue, a 10-foot statue of an eagle and a bear or Indian, you know, something. Like, I'm in that historical town, guys. This is where I live, and it's beautiful. All right, man. I will. Thanks for showing up. Let's get back to the video.
Oh, if you guys got any good 4th of July videos for me to check out, please send them my way.
Friends, that
I love the language.
is
though.
something
I
that
do.
Americans will truly never understand.
Right.
Folks, most Europeans never believed in the American
And I get it,
right
man.
now, those who
Yeah, that's
visited
a,
the
that's
US
a school
currently
bus.
are
Okay,
saying
but I get it. There is differences, and people, a lot of us don't understand because we didn't grow up without the things they're talking about. You know, it's normal for us to, the stuff they're talking about is normal for us.
Life.
Right.
People are doing the craziest things, earning the maddest amounts of money. There's freedom. People will literally quit their job and just move to a different state the next day. Like it's
Well, they're not really quitting their job. They're either transferring their job, or they've got a job lined up, or they've got enough money to do them till they find a job. Because if I just got up and moved my shit and put it in a U-Haul, moved to a different state, I'm going to be homeless. You understand? If I don't have a home lined up, if I don't have a job lined up, if I don't have something lined up, I'm going to be on, you know, not on Easy Street. I'll be on Skid Row.
That's mental. That's unheard of here in the UK. Like most people where you're brought up in the city, even though the UK is the size of what, Florida, maybe smaller, I don't know.
Really? The UK is only the size around Florida or something? Damn, that ain't that big. No wonder they don't have shit. Huh.
Right? But like the UK is so small, yet everybody stays in the same city, which is crazy. Like the cities are
I see why they're blown away when they come here and go from one state to the next, because it's so different, so big.
tiny. I don't even know how to compare a city in the UK to a city in America, right? Because like Texas is 4 times bigger than the whole of the UK. So think about like, yo, you grow up in a city and you just stay in your city. People weren't even quick to move.
Wild.
Man, they're making it sound like the whole UK people could fit in my whole county. That's crazy.
In England, I know people
that
that live in the same house for 40 years.
Oh, yeah, loads.
He's just one of the
Loads.
many.
Well, I know people that live in the same home for 40 years, 50 years, their whole lives.
Europeans who feel like the United States offers the opportunities that Europeans will need to better their lives. Before, most Europeans thought that the US is just a bad place that they can never come
Right.
or rather explore their dreams. But right now, after the World Cup, everything is changing, and Europeans out there are saying America is the next place for them to explore their dreams. To them,
Well, not only that, I've heard a lot of them that's come over here for the World Cup, and they're like, man, we're going to look into how they can actually move here. Like a lot of them are talking about actually trying to move their family here now, which is fine. I want these kind of people here, and maybe they can take the libtards, you know, do an exchange program. Maybe we can swap our communist Democrat party. You know, that's what they want. You know, all the shit's going on in Europe. You know, their parties are all corrupt and all that. They love that socialism. Maybe we can send all our people over there in exchange for all their common sense people. I would do that.
it's heavenly. It's just everything for the economic life.
The same house that they grew up in. They were born in that house. How mad is that?
Yeah.
Genuinely, people will.
I know so many people that like has been living in the same house for 30 plus years. How
Yeah, they
with
are.
Americans, do you guys move houses
They
a
are.
lot, or like let me know how, right
Now, it depends. I've lived in 5 different states. Like I said, I've lived in many different homes. Growing up, you know, we didn't have anything. Mom worked hard. We moved around different housing projects in the city in East Nashville. Moved outskirts of town, moved in the country, back in the city, different places, until she could get her college degrees, and then she, you know, did better, and that's what she wanted to do better for her kids, for us. So she moved us to better places eventually. So yeah, moving is just that was normal for me. I went to many different elementaries, different schools growing up. Not everybody does. A lot of people are raised in one small town, one house, you know, especially in the country. But it wasn't for me like that. I moved around a lot. Then when I turned 18, I like I said, I lived in Kentucky, Florida, Georgia, been to Colorado, been, you know, different places, Tennessee, different. But I've traveled to a lot of different states as well. Didn't live there, but I've lived in like 4 or 5 states. But it's all on what you want. It's here for the taking. You just work for it.
Now, how long have you lived in your house for? Let me know in the comments.
The house I've been in now, 13 years, 14.
You with encouragement, they'll check on you to see how you're doing, and that's not from a jealousy point of view. That's because they genuinely want you to succeed.
Love
also, imagine you're living in a country where it's cold, grey, raining,
miserable.
Everyone's doing the same thing day in, day out. Every weekend they're going to the same places, same restaurants, same bars. Bro, you can move away from
Sounds like a small town to me in America.
that, and you can experience a whole different culture. I'm in Arizona, yeah, hot as balls, yeah. But
Yeah,
I can,
it gets to like 120 or more. It's ridiculous.
in 6 hours be in California, in 3 hours be in Mexico,
Mad.
in like 8 hours be in Utah, Colorado, all these places.
One thing I'm learning from these Europeans visiting the United States is that they just love the freedom that the US offers.
Yeah, the freedom to travel and explore within your own country.
The flexibility of one moving from one job to another while still earning a lot of money is what most Europeans want.
Right.
The rigidity in the European economy is the most thing that all of them want to avoid. And that's why they're calling on other Europeans to move to the United States, because it offers opportunities. The weather is nice compared to the UK, for example. And I'm loving it because Europeans are realizing firsthand that the stereotypes they held regarding the United States, they are no longer applicable, because America is so red, has many opportunities compared to what Europe can offer to Europeans.
Oh yeah, you see that over and over again now when it comes to that opportunities. Like there's a reason why, like for example, like YouTube. I know you guys are watching me, and I'm a British guy, but most of the content creators on YouTube are American.
Yeah, we are.
Because they will take the risk and do something like that instead of just like most of the people in the UK just getting their, you know, their day jobs or their 9 to 5s or whatnot, and that's fine. If you wanna be safe and all, that's fine. But what's the problem in the UK is like most people will be too scared to even take the risk. Like they want to do the risk, but they just won't do it, right? And that's kind of bad, because I feel like, you know, you only live once, right? You should go and try and, you know, at least try and reach your dreams. And then if you fail, fall back on the safety job, right?
No, I agree.
I can do that just by
I
driving.
totally agree.
In England, I could drive from Manchester to London, and don't get me wrong, I love London. But nothing really changes apart from the people. It's the same, yeah? And I think that goes for anything. If you're in your comfort zone and you've lived in the same place for years, make that move. Maybe it's not America. Maybe it's somewhere in Europe that's easier to move to. But if you're stuck in a rut,
I agree.
Get out of it and watch your life grow.
What this gentleman is alluding to is that the United States offers opportunities greater than what is available in Europe, and that's why most of them, after experiencing the American dream, they say the American dream is alive and they want to move to the United States. You've all heard from them from these clips that they love.
See, I want to live the American dream, man. I want to move out to America and just have a nice house and a big yard and a nice black truck and American food and barbecue. Oh, maybe one day. Maybe one day.
American.
That's what I wonder. Like they talk about our barbecue, like they've never had barbecue. Like some of them ain't. But do y'all not take your meat and smoke it in smokers or in grills? I know they have to have grills. I mean,
dream, and America is great, and most of
I guess a lot of people just don't understand the world is so different from, you know, so many places. Keep watching, guys.
But there are stereotypes regarding the US because they have realized firsthand America is so great.
You know what we're gonna do? Screw it. We're gonna aim for a goal. I don't even know what's the most amount of likes I've ever hit. Yo, listen, we should aim for 1 million subs, and I have to move. If I make the promise to you guys 1 million subs, right? Then my family and that, they have to be like, oh, okay, Lewis, you promised your YouTube, right? Then I got to. So, hey, 1 million subs. I'm moving to America. You're there first. Hey. So make sure you check. Like 80%. I think it's like 70% of people that watch me aren't subscribed, which is crazy because I'm at nearly 600,000. So 70% that aren't, that's watching, it could be you. Just check that you're subbed or not. Hit that subscribe. I might get 1 million next week. And then I have to move. No one can say. I think that's a great idea. I said it now. We got to do it.
The mistake
can't go back on that.
Make when visiting the US for the first time is that they start off by visiting New York, Las
What is it, Bailey?
or maybe LA.
Also, let me know in the comments if you did check if you're subscribed or not, and if you hit the subscribe just now. I want to see the comments that say subscribe from a load of people that may have you thought you was subscribed, but maybe not. You know what I mean? And then people might see in the comments, why is everyone saying subscribe? Boom, right? 1 million subs. Imagine. That'd be crazy.
But actually,
I say the people that follow you.
Visit the US.
I love
really
to know the
they
people that
want
follow
to
me.
see the essence of American culture.
Right.
And whilst those cities are the most famous and recognizable,
good thing to know your
pretty much the last place
I mean, really, you gotta know your people to
To this gentleman, folks,
build
the
networks and
overall sentiment
relationships
is that
and friendships.
Europeans are loving the United States currently.
Know
and
your
they believe
people.
their dream is located in the US. That's why most of them are realizing that they need to move out of Europe, at least
Obviously,
seek a better place in the US,
Obviously,
build their
they
life,
have
build their
spices.
economic well-being, and just be around a
From my
community of people who
understanding,
care about your well-being.
From my understanding, they don't have like certain seasoning spices. They're not allowed in the country.
Who care about you and will want to understand how you're doing, how you're faring on compared to a cold Europe. I don't know what you think about this, folks, but I'd love to understand your perspective. Do you believe these Europeans are right by stating that the American dream is still alive and they should come and pursue it?
What do you guys think? Is the American dream still alive? It sounds like it to me.
Yeah.
It really does, but I'm not on it.
It is. It's definitely alive. Let's see.
Europeans are witnessing the true side of America. Ladies and gentlemen, hello. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing absolutely beautiful today. Because let me tell you something. You're looking good. Obviously, this is another Europeans, World Cup fans check out America, and they get smashed in the face by the beauty of what America truly is. Glad you clicked.
It's exactly what we described.
On the video here today, ladies and gentlemen, click play if you have not yet. Why not subscribe? If you like the video, you do it now. If you think you might like it, because you might forget at the end. Most people do. It'd be great if you could do it.
It would be great. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, guys.
Maybe like the video. Appreciate you.
I've supported it from the start and believed that I could do it. We're fucking here. We done it. I say collectively, we owe the USA an apology.
Yes,
and when
you
I
do.
say we, I mean the entire world. And that apology is needed purely because of how much judgment the world has thrown onto the US over the last few years. The American people are probably the most genuine, welcoming, humble people that I've ever met in my life.
Facts.
And they were drinking heavily.
You know what? I believe that because they don't have room on their patio for a grill. And that's what amazes me because look here, it's like their homes are all like brick. Like brick, and it's like they're like I seen a couple of them was like, why does that person have 30 acres? Why do they need that much land? And this and that, and that's just American way to own property as much as you can. And I'm like thinking, they probably got like a 20 by 20 little fenced in, yard, patio, yard, whatever, and it's like, man, where does their kids grow up? You know what I mean? Like seriously, like honest to God, you don't have woods your kids can go play in and climb trees and play army or war or, go and with their friends. And it's like, no, they got to walk on a sidewalk down. They get to talk to each other, or they go to a park or something. It's like, man, it amazes me. Like, we got trampolines, we got swimming pools, we got in our yards, it's like, I mean, I would show my house, but you guys don't want to see that. I promise you, you don't. I mean, yeah, it's wild, ain't it? It's like, they have little fenced in 20 by 20 little private little fences in their backyard. And I think most of them's got enough room for a flower bed, maybe a little few tomato plants or something like that. And I couldn't imagine. Now, I've lived in an apartment complex before. I get it. When I was younger, I lived in housing projects growing up. But I can tell you one thing, never again. And I understand that kind of living, but forever and never have anything to do? Yeah, fuck that.
Getting ready to go and coming to the game. So that's the thing. They're having a great time here following
They are having a great time, but let me tell you something else. They haven't a single clue what is going on.
their soccer team.
No, they're just there to enjoy it.
I don't believe that.
War, you have to go to the toilet while you were walking.
You had to be able to go to the bathroom when you were walking.
That's why.
My ancestors will not like me for saying this, but there are things America does that are better than the UK.
Yeah, they're actually naked under a kilt. Surely not in today's society.
These are 3 that I can think of right now. So if you're American, let me know if you could live without these things. Number 1, college sports. In the UK,
I can live without
sports
it. Truthfully, I don't really watch. I don't care for sports. Now, golf, I play golf in school. I like golf. But college sports, yeah, I can live without it. Truthfully, I can. But yeah, I get what he's saying because there's a ton of people of, college football, basketball, whatever else sports they have. I don't even know. There's so many of them, track and field, row boating or something. I don't know. Well, they have all kinds of stuff.
Basically 7 people playing football next to a car park.
That's so true, that's why the whole college football thing and how much money is thrown into it and how big it is really. It's just insane to us because we call college university, right? I don't know whether they're the same thing or not. I'm pretty sure they are, but I suppose you have.
Oh yeah, our colleges is a university. You call yours university. A lot of people over here still call it a university. It's just it's easier when you say, "Hey, college." You're going to college, but it's still called a university. Usually a 4-year or more is a university that's got a campus, stuff like that. Now we have other colleges that's, like community. We call them community colleges. I think they're like a 2-year program college or something like that. Usually if they do have a campus, it's not very big or something,
University of Harvard though, right? Harvard University. What's the difference between college and university in America? Either way, the equivalent of your guys' college football in the UK would be a couple of boys in the car park playing football off someone's rental.
It's like 7 people in a ball in a park, man. Yeah, every one of our college towns has a stadium the size of the Roman Colosseum. That's wild.
In America, college sports looks like the Olympics had a baby with the Super Bowl. We're talking sellout crowds,
100,000
bands, fireworks.
Oh yeah, every bit of those stadiums.
I thought people would stop
70,000 and more. Yeah.
Wait, do mascots have an actual salary? So is that their job? It's not just a okay.
I don't know.
I never knew that.
It may have a salary.
Oh no. I asked somebody, how long will you support this team for? You know what they said?
Forever.
In the UK, our university mascot is just a bloke named Jacob with a stained hoodie.
So I'm at an American high school right now. I've never seen anything like this as an Englishman.
Yeah, this is what they don't understand. Look at this. I wished I had pictures of mine.
Look at this.
See, this is not mine. I'll tell you one thing, though, if you're listening. My high school campus, the high school I went to for the last couple of years of my high school, my kids went to. We have one of the biggest high school campuses in the United States. My high school has 400. Now remember, we're only got a town of 16,000 people. That's not a lot. Small town, country town. We have one of the biggest high school campuses in the United States. We have 400 acres. We still have homes for teachers on our campus. We have another elementary school that they had to build on our campus. We built new baseball fields. We have football fields, soccer fields. We have a park. We have a community center built on our high school property, swimming pools. We have the FFA, the Future Farmers of America. The high school still has the auto mechanics, the welding, the GBT, general building trades. We have all the trades in our high school. We have the farmers, Future Farmers of America. We have cattle. We have cornfields. We have different livestock animals. Like I said, we have 400 acres on my high school campus, and it's huge. Like I said, it's one of the biggest high school campuses in the country. One of the biggest. It's amazing if these people even live in a neighborhood. Just imagine being that close. Yeah, I'm telling you. Yeah, it's crazy. Call it a garden, not a patio. Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, people don't realize, yeah, it's huge. Yeah, we have 400 acres. And it's just wild to, we have our football field, just like he's showing here. We have the track around the football field. We have all this stuff on my high school campus.
So cool.
We have the weight rooms. We have, we have the military, the JROTC campus, or on our campus, on our high school campus. They have all that stuff. They have, it's amazing.
Right now.
Europeans are witnessing the true side of America. Ladies and gentlemen, hello. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing absolutely.
We have quite a bit.
Hands down, the best thing about America.
I think this guy moved to Texas. I think he lives in Texas or somewhere now.
And that is how chatty the people are.
Yeah.
Like, wherever you go in America, people are always wanting to have a chat and speak to you about absolutely anything. Like, it literally doesn't matter where you are. If you're on a bus, you're on a train, you're going for a walk, someone will probably stop you and have a little chat with you.
They will.
And honestly, if you're in a bad mood that day, it just lifts your spirit up and up.
He is very right, though. You guys have got this kind of like aura that it's like an aura of positivity when you're chatting. Like, just when you're talking, there's just like this aura of positivity. You don't get that here, man. You get a complete opposite, the aura of negativity.
Ain't that crazy? Why do they keep saying they get an aura of negativity? Like I've heard this consistently. Like, people are negative. Like, honestly, like how are they negative? They just don't speak to you. They don't say hi. They don't say morning. Or do they just like rude? Or are they just going on about their life and they could care less about anybody else? Is everybody in those countries depressed? This is not the first person I keep hearing it. This is like the fifth, and I'm not just talking about some dude making a video walking down the steps and trying to make a hot piece, short, that's going to make a viral video. I'm listening to these guys that's podcasters that's really from there and all this, and people that are like I keep hearing this over and over. Why are they so negative over there? Is it because their system and their country has fell apart, or is it because they just always have been negative? Honestly, let me know. I really want to know why people, like, if you're out shopping or walking around town, why are people so negative then? Like, they're making it sound like everybody's in a pissed off mood all the time.
You just feel like no one likes each other.
You feel like nobody likes each other. Like, why? Why would you, especially if you're in such a small area like they're talking about, like they're always in a small place, small town. Why would you be so negative? That don't make, I guess it doesn't make sense to me, because I was raised in the South, and like I said, we still sit on a porch and in a rocking chair. We love iced tea in a mason jar. The only thing that belongs in a mason jar is moonshine or ice sweet tea. That's it, fellas and ladies. Stop putting your coffees and your milkshakes and shit in a mason jar. That does not belong in a mason jar. The only thing belongs in a mason jar is moonshine or fucking sweet tea. Do you understand? We don't drink hot tea here in a coffee cup. We drink sweet tea out of a mason jar and with ice.
We got people from where?
Just amazes me, though.
Let's go.
They're so negative.
Team, right?
The Tartan Army.
The Tartan Army.
Yeah, you know that one.
Oh,
no, I don't know what the Tartan Army is, mate.
Army. Are you guys mean and green, ready to go? Oh, son, here he comes.
You know what's good, though? This is what I like. I like seeing someone like this guy that's running this, store here, this deli. He's different accent. He's from over there somewhere, This is what I enjoy. I enjoy seeing somebody that has moved over here and that's lived over here for 20, 30 years, built a career, maybe own a deli, a store, and they have the same language as their countrymen and women. This is what I like. And then when someone comes and sees them, like they get to reconnect and they get to feel, oh, because they've been over in America so long, they know now America is their home and they've adapted and accumulate, you know what I mean? And then when they get to see their country people, it's like they get that connection back to their homeland and their people, you know? I love that. I love it when people reconnect like that and they can get a sense of satisfaction, I should say, maybe say, like, you know, my country people. Yeah, I love my country, but man, I love being in America. You know what I mean? See, look how happy that dude is. Look at that. That's awesome, man.
The soccer fans are going crazy.
See, and that guy, you can tell he's like a Jersey or New York, or, you know, his accent is like the old gangster's accent, you know, that old, you know, Boston or Jersey, you know what I mean? Like that old,
I don't know if they ever had a sandwich like this before. Ham, salami, and
that old mob accent. I like that old mob accent, man. I mean, I'm not from up there, but like I said, some people say I have one. I don't think so, because I was also born in the country and raised in the city, and then I lived in the, like I've been in so many states, and I've lived in the country and the city so many different times growing up. I don't really think I've got a Southern accent or a real deep country accent. Now, I may to those people, but I don't think I do to any other American.
What's going on here? This is exactly what I'm talking about, man. This is like, where is this guy getting this energy from? I'll tell you where. Because he lives in America. It's just a better life.
People were rude.
That's it. That's it, down to its simplest form. It's a better life.
provolone, New Jersey Devil, fresh mozzarella, correction, not provolone, olive oil. Right there, balsamic glaze. And this one is a four corner with grilled chicken, prosciutto, ham, and fresh mozzarella. My friends from Scotland, they came all the way to see the deli guy. They're playing soccer.
Yeah, but Hawaiians has always been like, you know, different from those people. Hawaiians have always been like, why are you here on my land? You know, like, why are you visiting me? Hey, if you didn't have people, you know, visiting you, you guys would probably go out of business. You know what I mean? Like, why are you so, and I know what you're saying. I've heard that about a lot of Hawaiian people, you know, like they don't like it when we come over there. It's like they want to just be left alone on their own motherland. It's like, but if you wasn't part of America, you would have nothing. You wouldn't have, if the vacation people didn't come and spend their money, you guys' economy would suck. You know, you wouldn't have shit. Like, you can't just surf and smoke dope all day and lay on the beach and not, you know, and nothing get done. I mean, some of them do that, but what I'm saying is I know what you're saying, Brandy, because you know, I know a couple of Hawaiians that live in California, and they're like, they tell us, they've told me many times that, you know, their people are like very protective of their islands and shit. Like they don't want the vacation people there. And they don't even like the rich, famous people there, you know, because they buying up all their land and building big, massive homes and shit and everything. And, you know, you have a Southern accent 100%, but I do too. You do though. Huh? Really? I never really thought of, I don't know. Well, thank you. Exactly about Hawaii. Yeah, it's. I feel like it's like they feel like you're intruding on their land. You know, a lot of people do intrude, like those rich people, like the Obamas. You know, they got a home. Oprah Winfrey, all these people, like, you know, they go and build their mansions and take up their land. You know, and it's like, seriously, like, I don't agree with that. Now, I see why they would be rude to those people, but to people just going over there and staying, you know, a week on vacation, spending their money, be good to them, man. You know, they're bringing money into your economy. Yeah, and smoke dope. Yeah, surf and smoke. Yeah, I mean, you know, I loved that life when I was younger, but you know, responsibilities. You know, grow up. Got to grow up. I ain't had a drop of alcohol since I was 22, and I'm 45. When my first kid was born, I quit. I'll be 46 in November. So yeah, like I like my mind to be clear. Now, I'm not saying I haven't done things in my lifetime. I've experienced a lot of bad stuff also, but you know, I or good stuff as well. But Yeah, alcohol. I never took the alcohol. I never cared for the alcohol. I really didn't. I just never really took to beer or any of that stuff. I did when I was younger. When I moved to Panama City Beach, like I said, right before I turned 19. I lived there, partied like crazy, clubbing, worked on the beach, slept on the beach, passed out on the beach, all that good stuff. Turned 21. So many college students there a week. Man, every week there was over 5,000 college students there a week. Ended up being with one, had a kid, still lived there for a while. We moved to Georgia, by Atlanta, south of Atlanta, and things went south. So we split up, and I had a choice to go back to Florida or come to Tennessee. And I came to Tennessee because my brother got sick of brain cancer. So I came back to spend the time with him before he passed away. So I'd stayed and met my wife now. And we have 2 kids that's 20 and 17, 2 daughters. So I've got 3 daughters. My oldest is married with a little girl herself. She works with kids, I believe. I can't really say what she does. It's private. But my 20-year-old, she's going into her 3rd year of medical school. And then my 17-year-old will graduate in December early, like her sisters did. She wants to work in power sports motors and stuff like that. She's all into the mechanics. She just got an award right before the end of school this May, the best mechanic in class. She's awesome. She's like me at, when I was that age. So, yeah, we've really accomplished a lot. We've really proud of our children, the things they've done successfully and what they're going to do. So, but yeah, thank you. Oh, thank you. That's been 18 years ago. It was, like I said, if he wouldn't have been sick, I'd have went back to Florida and stayed in Florida because I love the beach. I love that life. But like I said, when my first daughter was born down there, like I didn't even care about the alcohol. It was nothing. It was like, I was a grown up at like 13, 14, basically. Like I was raised by a single mother. She had 5 of us boys. I'm the youngest of 5. Never had a father in the house at all. Never even had a stepfather. Tell a little bit of my life story. I don't get into it much, but someone, I think that when you get into those things, it kind of, throws off the tracks of, but like I said, we had a tough life, but we've come out better on the backside of it, so my kids accomplishing things is awesome. Cause I don't even have a high school education. I got a 10th grade education, and the things I've done and accomplished and everything, and the things that I've taught my kids and what they've accomplished and everything is awesome. I love it. I love that they've achieved things and done things, and they're going to go and do more things. So, but yeah, I mean, I love Florida. I love that time. Like I'll go to a motorcycle rally for a week with my buddies, and we'll camp, and they'll make drinks and stuff. I don't drink, you know what I mean? I'm just that guy. I don't, I can have fun without it. I don't need it. You know what I mean? I don't look at it like, and I don't have anything against it. And they know that they do it, but if I wanted a drink, like a old fashioned or a mixed drink or a rum and Coke or something, I could drink it and it wouldn't affect me because I didn't have an issue with it. I just choose not to. I like my mind. I like for my mind to be clear, to be honest, well, thank you. I really appreciate that. Now, if I could just kick the cigarettes, which I've been smoking for 25 years, but I'm working on it. I promise you, a lot of people give me shit for it. A lot of people give me shit. And here's proof. Here's my gum. I'm working on it. I've got the Nicorette gum. I got prescriptions of it. I chew it. I should be chewing it now, but it doesn't go well with, trying to chew gum and put it in your lip and talk. So, it is what it is. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I'm blessed more than most people, I promise you, and not with riches and bank accounts swimming in gold. You know what I mean? I'm blessed with my family and you know, the life I've got to experience and lived. Got to go to Colorado when I was 16 years old and stay out there for a while, see the mountains, see that place. I've got to travel. I could go right now and get on my motorcycle and go anywhere I want. I mean, we just sent our 17-year-old daughter with a friend of hers over to a private resort in South Carolina. She's over there for a whole week with her friends and her family having fun. I mean, you know, getting to do things for that with our kids, you know, sending our kids getting to experience life and stuff like that. And like I did, I love it. You know, I love it because they're not stuck in a small town. We've took them many places, many beaches, vacations. You know, we try to open their mind up to the outsides of a small country town. And don't get me wrong, they love it here. They love country living, but they're girls. They like to see things. They like to explore. They like to, you know, see new places and stuff like that. So, and I never show them online. I never show my kids pictures. I don't care how big of adults they are. I don't show them. That's just something I don't do. I don't even show my home. I showed my home one time, and I don't like doing it because people say I'm privileged and this and that. And I'm like, dude, I work my ass off. You know, we work. You know, that's the thing, you know, when you work and they're like, oh, you got motorcycles and, you know, 4 cars and 2 trucks. And I'm like, dude, we work, you know, like we work for everything. I mean, I was a roofer for years, heating and cooling, all kinds of different work, but mainly roofing and heating and cooling. I'm not going to say what the old lady does because it's medical stuff, and that's why the kids, you know, medical, all this stuff. That's why I couldn't say what my oldest kid does because it's in the medical field that you can't talk about because it deals with children. But let's see what he's saying.
Sandwich from Parkwood,
That energy's awesome.
Europeans are officially.
It's wild that they come over here and they have to get that kind of energy over here or at a soccer game when they go see their soccer teams in their countries. And it's like, is that the only time you guys are happy? Obviously, because the way everybody talks, that everybody's so mean or hateful or miserable over there. Kind of seems like that's the only time they're actually happy and enjoying life. That's like, I love that kind of energy though, man. Like those people. Like
obsessed with America, completely taking
like
over
I'm not
the World Cup,
doing jumping jacks in the street every day, but you know what I mean. I'm not sitting around here being sad and depressed because I can tell you, if you're gonna sit around and be sad and depressed and live in your head, man, you got a hard life. You know, you're gonna live a hard life in your head. I choose not to do that. Now, like I said, I'm not happy-go-lucky doing jumping jacks in the street every day, but I try not to frown on what I don't have and what I have. You know what I mean, like.
Cultural crossover.
If you
what I don't get seeing to do. The world unite over crazy vibes, hit that subscribe button right now. From British fans creating entirely new viral genres, reviewing giant grocery.
They are. They're creating viral shit for us streamers. I just put a short out the other day. It's got almost 1 million fucking views again. Like, that's not the first time. I got another channel. I'll show you in a minute. I got another channel.
Scottish supporters blasting bagpipes down city streets. And yes, those bagpipes definitely had.
Bagpiper welcomes students to school as Scottish fans say. He's just turned up at a random school and started playing the bagpipes.
Yeah, I love that though. You play Amazing Grace on the bagpipes. That's what I want at my funeral.
International visitors are completely mesmerized.
That is such beautiful. That is so beautiful. Let me get over here. I want to show you guys. Let me show you guys something for a second. All right. If you want to know my other YouTube channel, it is my backup channel in case YouTube decides to crash this one again. Let's see. If you go over to Right Lane Media, it's got 30 subscribers. View my channel. Let's see. Let me share it here. Share screen. Share screen. Let's see. Right here. Share. Okay, let's see. Let me go back over here. Okay, right here. Let's get this off the screen for a second. Okay, let's see. Get that off. All right. Can you see that, guys? Yeah. Can y'all see that? Okay. Let's see. This is my backup account, Right Lane Media. It's under classic_Ray 1980. I wish I could zoom in, but I can't. I got OBS and StreamYard, but I don't know how to run the OBS and StreamYard at the same time. If anybody knows how to help me out, I'd appreciate it. I just don't know how to do OBS. Let's see. This is my other account. This is my backup. I got 30 subscribers. Just got some shorts on there right now. I can't live stream on that channel until I get to 50 subscribers. So what I will do, guys, I will put the link, copy link, in the chat so you can subscribe to it. It's easy to do. Paste it there. That's my backup channel. I will have there. All right. So what we'll do is we'll go back out of this. Let's go back out of this. Let's go to switch accounts. Let's go back to my main account that I'm on. I want to show you guys something though. Let's see. Show list of people. Okay. Let's see. What the hell did that go to? What the hell? This is my channel that they took. Can you see that? Can y'all see that? This is my YouTube channel. Okay, done subscribe. Thank you. This is my old channel that YouTube has. It's at 34,500 something subscribers, 582 videos. Do not subscribe to this. Do not become a member. Do not give this channel anything. This is my old channel that they took. I was at 40-something thousand subscribers. This is podcast I've held with some good friends of mine. Many shorts. I've got 50K, 200K. I mean, you got to go. I did a lot of stuff on this channel. Man, I miss my content. Look here, 1.9 million views, 280,000. 71,000, let's see, 300 something thousand, 640, 680 something thousand, 200 something thousand, 300,000. I mean, I've got over 30 million. I think it was over 30 million live streams. Done tons of live streams. I deleted like 2,000 live streams because there's people I didn't want on my channel anymore that was on my live streams that I got rid of. This is me at the hospital. The ER, I cut my finger, a tip of my finger, or let's see. No, I cut my finger almost off from right here off. So I was like telling the doctor, I was like, dude, let me live stream it. He was like, I don't think we can do that. It's medical stuff. So I couldn't stream it before I got a minute and a half in before he made me cut it out. I was going to film him stitching it back on and everything, but he wouldn't let me do it. Like, these are good friends of mine, Johnny, his brother Coy. I got some, I mean, you can go watch them. It's like I said, there's some awesome live streams there, but it ain't going to help me out. What's going to help me out, guys, if you watch the live streams that I've already posted on the channel you're on now, let's go to this. Okay. Yes, 29.997 million or 29,997,535 views. And I have 34.5, which I had 40 something, but I did get some of those people over to this channel when YouTube took it. Like I said, I got all kinds of playlist posts of there's my motorcycles. If you want to see what they look like, that's my Ultra Classic and my Sportster there, guys. It's me on my bike. If you want to know what I look like, this is at Smokeout Rally. This is in Florida, Panama City. This is on the river down here in East Tennessee when my beard was a little longer. It's my motorcycle. If you look at my golf ball there, take a look at the golf ball. You see what the golf ball shows? Okay, this is some buddies of mine. They're choppers. They broke down. Of course, when you ride choppers, this was a good video of mine testing the 360, Insta 360 This is some YouTubers I met in St. Louis at a chopper show. That's the Indy Ridge motorcycle boots. I still got 3 pair of them. Let's see. Videos. Yes. So let's go. See, this is Daytona Bike Week. Yes, when you first go to, you'll say, oh, look, politics news. Yeah, I did a lot of stuff. I did a lot of streams. But also, if you just scroll down, like I said, if you just want to watch it for the motorcycle stuff, you know, it ain't going to help me out. But you can still see where I've been and what I've done. The bike rallies, the camping with Professional Monkey and Tom and just a lot of good people. Like I said, I've got many Jack Daniels distillery, all kinds of places I've been and done, the East Tennessee mountains. Sorry, I'm not the greatest looking guy, but you know, it is what it is. Me riding motorcycle, of course, a ton of motorcycle. That's about when I got a little fat. I had to lose a little weight. See how much cheeky my face is. Yeah, I have lost some weight though. I'm still working on it. This is Daytona. This is the guy on the red bike is a friend of mine. The guy in the white shirt is my brother, one of my brothers. This is Daytona Bike Week. So I'm still working on losing weight. I'm a big guy, man. I'm 6'2". Right now I'm at like 230. So I was like 260. I've lost 30 pounds. I really plan on going down to around 205, hopefully. But like I said, I'm tall. So that channel was my old channel. If you're just wondering what I'm showing. Yeah, I mean, I had a good time on that channel, man. I had fun, man. That channel was so awesome. Here's the thing, though. Let me show you this. Let's go here. I had another channel. I started. I was going to do the. Let's see here. Right Lane Talk Media. This was my one you just subscribed to is Right Lane Media. I did this one, Right Lane Talk Media. YouTube took this too. Excuse me. They have this one too. They have this channel too. They control this one too. I have 1,900 something subscribers on it. The shorts, let's see. I did pretty good. 16K, you know, different. 5K, 4K. I wanted to show you this though. When Joe Biden was in office and when inflation went so high, eggs went up so expensive, and eggs and meat, everything went so expensive, cheese. I went in Walmart. I walked in Walmart, hamburger meat. I made this video.
No, let me tell you.
I made this video.
Around the country and educate people about what immigrants do for this country, or the fact.
Shut up, lady. Okay. I made this video. I walked in Walmart, showed the price of cheese. Look here. It's got over 2 million views. I only got around 1,000 to 1,200 views, to be honest, when I first posted it. 2024 came, Trump won the president again. I got over 2 million views because people were saying in the comments, if you go read them, yeah, look at Trump's prices. And I'm like, guys, if you actually go and see when I actually posted this video, this is when Biden was in office. And I've got over 2, and that's just me walking in Walmart saying how much cheese was.
$5 for cheese, man. Cheese.
I've got over 41,000 likes. I've got over 25,000 comments, but I can't control this channel. YouTube controls it. This is my content, so no copyright, people. You understand? No copyright, YouTube. This is my stuff. You should be giving back to me. My channels you have.
For a bag of shredded cheese.
I did that video and I got over, like I said, 2 million views on that. Like, content can be anything. It's just how you do it, you know? Like, it depends on how you define content. I create content. I put my GoPros. I can do all that stuff on my motorcycles. I know how to create content. I also know how to sit here and stream. I prefer to stream, though. I love live streaming. I really do. I prefer this more than anything. But
it's about American high school.
And the reason why is because I don't care for the editing part. I hate to edit. I hate editing videos. And that's why a lot of my motorcycle videos will be just, they're unedited, because I want to show you the real stuff. If I stop at a gas station, if something was to happen, it's on camera. I don't like to go in and try to make a movie to make it all cinematic so people think it's better, because 9 out of 10 videos, they don't get a lot of views if you're trying to make some documentary or some famous, 20-minute video. Man, I like to shoot it. I'll put the GoPro or the 360, the camera up. I'll mount it on the bike and I'll shoot it a couple of angles or whatever, or it depends on what I may do. My helmet cam, the GoPro on my helmet, and I like to video it, and that's it. And what I see is what you get. I don't edit it. I don't care to edit. I don't like to. I've never had a computer growing up. I'm not good at this, computer shit. I've never been good at this computer stuff. I just do the basic, what I can. But like I said, if you want real, raw, uncut, real life videos, that's what I do. And I plan on bringing a lot of them. Like, I don't have those videos backed up, so I can't download them on this channel. That's the bad thing. I lost all that content. I mean, it's sitting there on YouTube on that other channel, but I lost it. So this summer I plan on, videoing some more rides and more stuff in public and things like that I'm going and doing. And I will be bringing that content to this channel. So hopefully you guys subscribe and you stick around, That's what I enjoy doing. Editing sucks. I hate it. It's fine. Consuming away. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I don't blame you. I can do all the fancy editing, but wouldn't want to. See, I can't do fancy editing. I can edit things out. I can edit to the basics of, like I can put the video in like CapCut or some editor, and I can, throw a sticker in it that says subscribe or, something like that, this and that. But I don't get into it to where I'm trying to add, my microphone or like, I've got mics that are, microphone. I got these, big microphones and stuff, I can use, and I do use, but I don't get in there and try to put the voices, to the video. I let the video play, and I usually just connect the mics to the GoPro or the camera, and then it picks up my voice, so I don't have to do all that editing. So, and that's the good thing about, stuff like that. So, and then if I want to shoot content outside on I've got many tripods, monopods. I have this little gadget right here. It holds my phone or my camera, and this is the camera. That's a camera right there. So it follows my face. So wherever I go, the camera will turn and follow me. So when I shoot content outside or in a garage or something, it will follow me and I'll get everything on video. So yeah, my stuff is raw and authentic. Thank you. Yes, it's always been raw and authentic. Yes, I don't, like I said, I try not to do the documentary, like movie cinematic. That would be cool in a way. But I feel like a lot of people, and I know a lot of YouTubers that's in the motorcycle community, they will edit. They're like, man, I just put in 40 hours of editing. And I'm like, for what? 20-minute video? Yeah, I worked all week on this video. And I'm like, but you only got 500 views. Like, you're wasting time. You know what I mean? You're wasting so much time. Dude, just film and drop it. You know what I mean? People want to see authenticity. Trust me, AI is taking over so much. Now we're being demonetized for AI shit in our videos, AI, thumbnails. If you're doing the same old, thumbnail and you're not changing the colors, if you're not changing the, the structures and the patterns in it, if the bots are the algorithms are picking up the same color patterns and all this stuff. Trust me, I look up this stuff. A lot of people has got demonetized, a lot of AI content, a lot of big channels, like hundreds of thousands of subscribers. They've got demonetized. Some of them has fought it and got it back, but some of them ain't. They don't get their monetization back. And a lot of people, their problem is they depended on this for money. They depended on these to make a living on their social media platforms, which is fine if you're big enough. But here's the thing. If you want to start a channel, don't depend on making a living on it. Like, anything that comes in on my YouTube channel revenue is not a lot, but I'm appreciated because it goes to help pay the internet, the Wi-Fi, the StreamYard's $50 a month, the internet's $80-something a month, to do this content, bring it to you guys. But you have to, if you're going to start a channel, I would advise you, if what you're going to do nowadays, you better be big on every platform. You better start 2 or 3 different platforms or more. I'm on it. Like, okay, I'm on YouTube. I got this many subscribers, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'm on Instagram. I've got over almost 45,000 followers on it. Facebook, I'm almost at 22,000 followers in it, but they keep not recommending my channel because I'm speak bluntly and truthfully, and we know Facebook Meta is real hard on conservative speakers and commentators. I'm on Kick, I'm on Rumble, I'm on TikTok, I'm on X. I mean, I'm not got big followings over there. On X and TikTok, I don't have huge followings. I don't really get on them much. Like on TikTok, I drop a short here and there. It's under Classic Ray, my channel on TikTok. I think I got like, I don't know, fucking 10 followers, 20 followers. I don't know. I'm not putting a lot of time in it. I should, but I don't. On X, I've got maybe right at 600 followers. I wished I had more, but X is hard to grow too because a lot of people are already so established over there, just like Rumble. Rumble's a good place, but it's already got, they don't promote you like YouTube does. They don't really help you. Like they don't, like if the algorithms are different, like it's so much harder to grow on like Kick and Rumble and stuff like that. So it's just time consuming. You have to put a lot of time into it. Now, they did come out with a thing here on YouTube saying that you can pay YouTube now and they will promote your channel. You're not buying subscribers and views. What you're doing is you're paying you. I don't know how it works. I've never done it. Someone told me you can pay YouTube and they will like push your content into the algorithm. Like I'm sure it's not cheap. You know what I mean? Like I'm sure it's so much. I don't know. I've never looked into it. I've never done it. People don't like I got a lot of haters. A lot of people say, "Oh, you're buying your views on your shorts." I'm like, "Why?" They're like, "Because you're posting other people." You know what I mean? Like, it don't matter. It's my channel. If this is the kind of content I want, if I want to edit myself into a short or I'm doing this live stream here and AI generates a short out of it, how is that buying anything? You know, like, and I try to tell everybody before you subscribe, check out my channel. Make sure you know it's me you're subscribing to. Don't think that guy talking in that short is who you're subscribing to. You know what I mean? Go check out go into the actual channel, watch my videos, my live streams, or go down to my shorts and see exactly who I am. I don't want to deceive anybody or anything like that because people will do that. They'll like the video or the short and they'll subscribe and then a week later they unsubscribe. That's stupid. Like just check out the channel. And if you like the person, if you like me, you want to subscribe, man. That's the way I see it. And I'm not subscribed to a lot of people. I think I maybe subscribed to 30 people, and it's not actual people. Like 20 of those people are actually news channels and outlets and you know, different content that I can, you know, catch up on things that's not actual YouTubers. I think I'm subscribed to like 10 YouTubers, actual YouTubers. That's it. I don't want to subscribe to a ton. I know some people that subscribe to like 2,000 people. I'm like, dude, there's no way. I couldn't watch that. That I do my own stuff. And that's why I always try to ask other YouTubers and content creators. It's like, when do you have time to watch these people? Like I do my own thing. I have a real life. But when I do get the chance to stream and be on the internet, I try to stream every day. I really do. I've missed this past week some because I've just been busy for real life. But I try to stream every morning or every day during the daytime. I never set up a stream a day ahead or two. I used to do that. And then I found out real quick that things come up in my life that I have to go do. And maybe I can't be there. So now I've got to cancel a stream that you were waiting on. And I didn't, you know what I mean? Like now people have waited for me to go live and bring content to them. And now I have to cancel it. I don't like doing that. Now, if I know for sure I've definitely got a new topic or something awesome to stream or talk about tomorrow or the next day or say Thursday, like this Friday, I got a doctor's appointment, so I won't be able to stream until I get back from the doctor if I get back in time. That's even if I get back in time. So I like to set up a stream at least 30 minutes to an hour before. Just turn your notifications on. If they're not working, turn them off and turn them back on. And the reason a lot of people are saying they don't get my notifications because when I got demonetized, they shadow banned me. I couldn't get a single soul in here for months and months. And then I had to reapply again for where I could drop links in the chat and stuff. They finally gave that back to me, but they didn't give me my monetization. So all I got to do now is get like, I don't know, I think it said 3,000 more watch hours or something, or 2,000 something, I'm at, I've got to get 3,975 watch hours or 10 million views, which I'm only got 456,000 views right now combined. I don't have 10 million. Probably won't hit 10 million. I need that. The watch hours are easier to get for people to watch my stuff. So, I mean, it is what it is. Let's see. Well, you were talking to me up here. Sorry about that. Time consuming. Yep. Oh, Gadget's cool. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, 40 hours is about right for people editing. It is. It really is. It's crazy how much time people put into editing. And it's like, man, like there were times when I was streaming in here and I would have between 500 and 1,000 people in the chat. And then it dropped down to like this. After YouTube demonetized me and hit me, they took me completely out of the algorithm. It was sad. Like I would stream every day and I have 1 to 2 people in here. It was crazy. And like at the most time views I had at a stream, I think it was like 27,000 at one, so me and a buddy of mine used to go through the competition. We would live stream, see who could get the most views at one time live streaming. He beat me. He had me beat for a long time, and I think he had like 24,000 or something like that. I finally got him with 27,000. Having is a source of income. Yeah, would be scary. Yeah, to me, because YouTube could rip it. They do. They rip it right away, quick, man. They can take your shit quicker than anything. Trust me. Your husband did that pay thing. Okay, with his music videos years ago. Yeah. To cost though, it could have been. Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, it's tricky. And they just dropped a new TOS 2 days ago, terms of service. Like every 6 months, they're coming out with new terms of service. Like you can't say this, you can't do this, you can't show this. And it's crazy because everything is just like boom. Like you never know when they're going to hit you. And I feel sorry for people that depend on this for money. You could create a Discord channel. I do. I have one. Notify people. Yeah, I've got a Discord channel. I just don't have but like 4 or 5 people in there because I don't usually drop it in my chat to let just anybody go in it because, there's weirdos out there. I'm in like 3 or 4 Discords though, other people's. I can drop, and that's the thing. I usually can drop, my links of my live streams in theirs. I forget. A lot of times I forget. I forget to drop the links. Discord isn't for everybody though. Yeah. Like I said, I'm in 2 or 3 other people's Discords. I'm not really big into I don't sit in there and talk to everybody all the time. You know what I mean? Like I'm in one guy's, a friend of mine, and he's got I think 200 people in there, and they drop constantly. They're dropping their live stream, their content. Here, watch this video. This stream's coming. I got this stream coming out. I got this, and I usually drop it in and out sometimes. So yeah, they make up the rules as they go. Yeah, it's crazy. They just YouTube is crazy. It's not just YouTube does it. Meta, all of them, all those platforms do it. So
right now, I've never seen anything like this as an Englishman. It's so cool. Look at this.
Look, it's crazy to think.
Beat these guys, man. Go Scotland.
I like tacos, man. I like hot dogs. Got a hot dog right here. You're a douchebag.
Go Knicks.
Give it loudly, guys.
Number 2.
Let me tell you something. A guy I know just fucking bet on the Knicks and just won $250,000. I mean, like what luck. That's awesome. You know what I mean? Like he just hit he just, he made a bet. This guy's got enough money, and he just hit it. And I'm like, dude, congratulations, man. To win $250,000.
Drive-through banks. When I first saw one, I just thought Americans had become too lazy to commit financial fraud indoors. But honestly, incredible idea. In Britain, going to the bank feels like you're attending a council meeting about your...
That's crazy. It's like they have a problem with you going and getting your own money. See, I really want to know if this guy's telling the truth. Like, or is he just making this shit up? I mean, honestly.
Financial decline. In America, you can still deposit a check while being emotionally supported by your car seat and an iced coffee. That is innovation.
Funny as shit, man. That's funny.
In Britain, if you ask for another Coke, they look at you like you've requested a second mortgage, and it'll cost you an extra £4 British.
That's amazing. You have to pay for a complete new drink. I guess because they're so strict on, their health system over there. But you guys say, yeah, but we got free health care. No, you don't. Your government's taking your tax money and paying for it. You're paying for it. And then you wait 6 months to even get in to see somebody. That's what's crazy. I got a friend over there, and he said, look, dude, I hate it, man. He's like, I had to have a surgery, and it took like 8 months. And I'm like, what? It's like, yeah, it took 8 months to get in to have a major surgery I need. And I'm like, fuck, dude, you'd be dead before then,
Every time. But in America, the waiter just appears every 6 minutes like some fizzy drink guardian angel. Oh, they'll keep appearing. Hey, would you like a refill?
And that's why we have an issue with obesity and diabetes. That's why a lot of people's kids are type 2 diabetics before they're 5 years old, because they take them through a freaking drive-through McDonald's and feed them Big Macs and chicken nuggets and fucking pop. I can't stand to see somebody take their kids through a drive-through McDonald's or a fast food, and the kids eating more than the parent. You know what I mean? Like, that's disgusting. Teach your kids better. And I thank God for Robert F. Kennedy Jr. for what he's trying to do with the American food. He really is. And everyone's like, no, I want the red dye and the 30 and all. No, you don't. That shit is disgusting. It's awful for us, man. I thank God somebody's trying to watch our food. And the reason why we're so bad is because we don't really know what they're putting in our food, or lettuce or vegetables. That's why we like growing our own. Here's the thing, though. I tell you the place I hate the most. It's the frozen food section. The frozen microwave meals. The frozen food is disgustingly good, but it's disgusting. It's not good for you. There are certain things that is good, but there's like, I'm not buying a meal with peas and chicken and corn and I'm going to put it in the microwave and eat a Hungry Man meal. Forget that. You understand? That's not dinner. That's not that's not healthy. I do wish they would take that shit out, though. That stuff is disgusting. If you can't take 10 minutes to cook you a piece of chicken or pork chop or open a can of corn and heat up or something, you're too lazy. And then people are like, man, being a parent's tough. No, it ain't. That's one of the most easiest things I've ever done in my life, was being a parent, raising kids. Yes, there was tough times, but man, do you understand? It's not hard to get your kid up and get them dressed and take them to school. That's easy. That's the easy shit, bro. Trust me. I love being a parent. I love being a dad. People are like, wow, they're so dads. They're so sorry. Man, that's the easiest job to me in the world, is being a parent. I guess because I didn't have a father, and I always said I wasn't going to be like him. But I mean, I got a father, but he wasn't in the home. But what I'm saying is, being a father, I love that more than anything, dude. That's easy. Being a parent's easy. Cooking them food. Are you that lazy? You can't fix them a bowl of cereal or something for breakfast before they go to school, or you can't get them up. You can't make them take, bath time or anything like that. Like, are you that lazy that you can't parent? Like, to me, I always found that was the easiest job in the world, was being a parent. Yes, it's tough sometimes, but trust me,
one Sprite and text.
It's rewarding. And a lot of people and I try to tell people, even mothers, if your kid's in sports and shit, you don't have to be their coach. Don't get on their ass, especially if you don't know what you're talking about. Just show up. Just show up. Show up to their practices. Show up to their games. All you got to do is show up. It's not that hard. Trust me, those kids will never forget that. Those kids will always remember, hey, Dad was at every practice. Dad was at every, and I was. I've always been at every practice, every game, every school function, everything. And they will always be like, they will always remember that. Dad was there, you know. That's all you got to do is show up, guys and girls. Just show up. They'll remember it forever. Trust me. That's your legacy. That is your legacy. You need to show up.
Sure, technically never ended. So yeah, they are 3 things America absolutely got right.
Well, I said, to me, it was the easiest thing in the world. I'll be doing that one day, well, I wasn't married, but I wasn't there. She was in Georgia. We have a weird relationship, but my 2 daughters here, I'll be, well, hopefully, if God allows it, you know, after their college, you know, if I live long enough after their college, because they're going through college first, you know, I get to walk them down the aisle. I gotta stop smoking. I'm working on it. It's tough.
What made you decide to get married in Boston?
What made you? The World Cup. Damn. Came all the way over here to get married. Would that even count in their country?
This ring. In pledge.
In pledge.
Of our never.
Never.
Ever.
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 Damn. They say that when they get married.
Love.
Ending love.
And with this ring.
Huh.
And with this ring.
They do say different.
Marry you.
I marry you.
By the power vested in me by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, it is my privilege to pronounce you husband
under God
and wife. You may kiss the bride.
By the Commonwealth. That's weird. I gotta stop that. That's weird, man. For them, I know they're probably doing it for their tradition, their country tradition, under the Commonwealth. I get the Commonwealth. I know what that is. I'm just saying this to people. What I'm saying though is like, I now pronounce you, man, under God. You know, I don't know. Maybe it's different. Maybe there's just different things. Maybe they just wanted it different. Maybe I'm different. You know, I've been with my old lady for almost this December, it'll be 22 years. I never married her. I've never been married. My first my first daughter's mother, we never got married. I've never been married. I don't feel like it's a sin. I feel like we didn't marry. We get along. We're fine. We never put it on paper. I don't think we ever wanted the state involved. You know, why would I need, truthfully, marriage was supposed to be under God in God's home. In my opinion, it's a holy matrimony. That's why they say it's holy. It's spiritual matrimony. I never believed that I should have to get a piece of paper to say that, okay, you're my wife. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't understand it, why people do it. And I get it. I do understand, but I don't. I understand there's benefits for children being married and your tax, all that stuff. I get that stuff. But like I said, I've made it work. We've made it work for almost 22 years.
Hands down the best thing about America, and that is how chatty the people are. Like wherever you go,
it will be a proud thing.
People are always wanting to have a chat and speak to you about absolutely.
Yeah. I have a client call in a couple of minutes, so I have to. Okay, well, enjoyed watching you, and we'll come back when I get. Well, like I said, check daily, because if your notifications are not showing you, a lot of people have told me that it's been subscribed to me and followed me for 6 years, 7 years now. They're like, dude, I don't get notified. For some reason, it's not working. It's because YouTube, they like to control my shit. Just turn it off and turn it back on. But I sure thank you for hanging out with me for 2 hours and a half. Thank you so much. You've been wonderful to talk to. And like I said, I want to get to know the people in my chat. I want to get to know my supporters. You know, I want to get to know these people like you guys, my subscribers. I'm not going to call you a follower because you ain't follow me. I'm not an influencer. I'm not trying to influence you to buy anything or do anything. I'm just a streamer, and I'm just friends and people that subscribe to me. Like I said, I enjoy getting to know. So thank you for hanging out with me. It did this time. So I go, okay. Well, thank you. Yep. like I said, well, I was going to end it here for long. I've already went 2.5 hours. I usually do 2 hours, but I went past it a little ways. I could stream for 10 hours. Yes, ma'am. You have a good day, Brandy. And like I said, anybody else,
where you are,
there to everybody else listening, you know, if you enjoy this, you know, if you leave a comment in the chat, I don't have to read it. You don't have, you know, if you want me to, leave me a super chat. If you want to say something special, something stupid, doesn't matter. Like I said, I'm here for you guys, bring you guys entertainment. Now, if you're a Ninja Turtle hiding in the shadows or a hater, you know, cool. Thanks for watching. I know there's a lot of you out there that don't like me, and you like to, you know, hide in the, you know, in the shadows and watch, and that's fine. I don't mind it. You're watching, so. But if you're just a regular person, you're afraid, you know, you've never done this, you never put in the chat, or maybe you don't see the chat. If you look down, there's a little button called chat. You know, you can push on that button and you can enter the chat. We're not going to see your face, just your logo. And if you want to leave a comment, you know, drop in some comments. You're more than welcome to hang out, have a conversation with us. You know, we'll get to know you. If you don't want to, that's cool. Just hang in there, you know. So yes, you can see Almost Famous. Yes, Choppers right here. It says Getty's Garage. Check them out on YouTube, Instagram. Guy builds choppers. The Art of One. I won this. This is the original painting the guy did. He did this original painting and then made copies of it. This is the original. It's a lady, a woman in a bathing suit bottom, pulling her bathing suit out of her butt. And it says Choppers Rule. It's beautiful artwork. Like I said, the movie Almost Famous, one of the most amazing movies in my opinion, because I feel like I should have been in that era, you know. This sign up here, you can't really see. It's got a motorcycle. It says life needs more green lights, which is, you know, this it says chopper parking only. See when it dropped down to 1? That's cool. Hey, stay in your lane or crash the damn thing. Come on, people. We're all about the donos. No, I'm just teasing. If you want to drop them in, drop them in. Disclaimer, we're going to do warnings. We're going to throw that up. Fair use disclaimer, guys. Also, when you leave here, make sure you tell a friend. We have some pre-made sounds. Yeah. Yeah, they have some pre-made music too. Huh. Wonder what let's see, rock. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go to a commercial. Stay tuned. That's a joke, guys. This is the music, you know. If I had the voice, or if I had the face for radio, I'd actually freaking do it, you know. I have a Shure mic, which is a very good mic. They're expensive, but it's not the best Shure mic. I would love to actually have the bigger, the SHURE mic, Shure mic. I'd like to have the bigger ones, the better ones. They're way expensive. No, they're not bad. A couple hundred, $200, $300, $400. This one was $200 and a little over $200 I got. And of course, when you buy something, you know, it always seems like, oh, hey, you know, 2 days later it goes on sale. Don't you hate that? Don't you love that? Here, I got an awesome video I'll show you guys right here, man.
Fuck it. Let's give the people what they came for.
Let's fucking go.
Get your special sock out, nerds. It's gonna get good.
One of the most favorite clips I clipped in life. One of the most best parts of that movie in my life. I love that movie, guys. I don't know about y'all, but I do.
Maybe you need to donate some freaking money. Donate some.
Maybe you should. All right. Ooh, that was cool, huh? Yeah, guys. So we can throw it. You know, I like playing with this stuff. There's my favorite Ninja Turtles in the world. Yeah, growing up in the 80s. Look at her. look, let's drop this down for a second, guys. I know you can still hear me. Here's just some of my backgrounds that I like to play with and, you know, let AI create. Look, Game of Thrones. We got the old chopper guys. Ain't that funny? The bikes ain't even on it. The AI was not so good. It didn't even put a jack under those motorcycles. This one actually is pretty good. I like this AI rendering. And yes, StreamYard did this for me. What are you doing out there? This is another AI of me in my motorcycle, one of my motorcycles. And then I asked AI to do me an 80s theme background. They did this right here. That's kind of, I don't know if it's 80s, but it's kind of bright. I like it. It's bright and cool. I asked AI to create me some warrior angels. This is what they come up with. I told AI to create the Nashville skyline because I grew up in Nashville and stuff. I was wondering what you were doing. Come here. Get over here, you little shithead. I got new kittens. Also, I asked AI to render me some Matrix inside the Nebuchadnezzar in the Matrix movie. And then I asked AI to render me a city of AI, of Matrix. They did that. Then I asked them to create me a space galaxies. That's what they did. And then I said, hey, AI, why don't you create me a podcast setting? Then they created this. I would love to have a room like this. This would be awesome. Have a big table like this. This is a setup that I would love to have. This is a massive, beautiful setup. I would love to have that setup. Dude, that would be awesome. And then have guests to come in. Or just to have that for myself. You know, that's so freaking awesome. But I like the Nashville theme. I like to put me back up. Also, we could change our logos and different things. I'm still working on some things, though. I'm still working on getting some people that kind of know what they're doing better than me and helping me do some watermarks and some different things in my. And I really need to shout out to anyone that actually knows what they're talking about. I don't want anybody contacting me unless they know what they're talking about. Like when I do my emoji, like when I hide my face, instead of a round emoji, it's they do the whole screen through OBS Studios and StreamYard. I want somebody to help me with, I mean, I looked it up on YouTube, OBS, and it's still weird. It's like, it's a lot like, I'm not that techie guy, you know, like I want to know how to stream through use the OBS so my picture takes up this full square. Also, not just that, I want to be able, if they're using the OBS Studios, I want to know how to stream it through StreamYard so I can move my stuff around, zoom in and out on content, or I can move my picture or me around anywhere I want, if that's possible. I don't know. Maybe it ain't. I don't know. I see some people doing different things when they're streaming and they can use different, you know, through I guess they're using OBS and StreamYard or Stream Elements or something like that. I use StreamYard. So I do need some good AI, like intro videos, maybe some music, something good, not rap, maybe not rock, but kind of soft rock or something, you know. I need a good 3 to 5 minute intro video, maybe some, not just music, but with a good video, you know. Really want people to reach out to me if they can create that for me. We'll pay. Because I don't do that stuff. I got a great computer. I got a great laptop. I got a new Rogue Strix gaming laptop. I got enough room and stuff to do AI stuff and all that. I don't get into them. I'm not like really time sitting down and taking a week to learn AI. I wished I could. If you see the thumbnail here, it's because I got into ChatGPT and just asked it to make me a thumbnail, and I described what I wanted, and that's what they make. So easy peasy. But when it comes to making a intro video, I don't know what AI programs to use, the apps or whatever y'all do. Like I said, we're going to run with that. Okay? So, as one will always say, and say will always be one. Come here. Come here, boy. Come and look at the people. Ozzy. Ozzy. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come on, Ozzy. Here, come say hi to the people. Ozzy. Yeah, he ran almost, and then he stopped. Ozzy, come here. Here. Maybe I can get him over here. I'll show you guys my new little one. Ozzy. Okay. Here he is. Look at that big old boy. Hi, bud. Oh, honey, look at the people. There, look how cute he is. Ozzy. I know, he's so little. I've had him since he was born. He's got a little sister that's solid black. This is my buddy here. What, Ozzy? Hi, bud. Hi, bud. Is that his sister? Okay, here. Her name is Mavis. Her name is Mavis. She's a solid little black cat. Look. Her name is Mavis. She's so pretty. Hi, Mavis. Hi, honey. I know, her little baby. Yeah, hers a baby. He's my buddy, though. This is Mavis, and that was Ozzy. My daughters named him. My daughter named this Mavis. If you don't know who Mavis is the little girl cartoon in the Adam Sandler cartoon where he's the vampire, the little girl that turns into the bat, the little black bat. That's Mavis. This is Mavis. And Ozzy, my other daughter, named that after Ozzy Osbourne. I told you, my teenager is full on. But that's the kittens. Hope you enjoyed the show. Like I said, maybe you'll be back here tomorrow. Maybe you're just watching. Maybe you're flipping through. Maybe if you actually stopped and came to my channel and checked it out, maybe you would like this. Maybe if you checked out my shorts. Almost 1 million views on some of my shorts right now, taking off. Maybe you should check them out. Okay, I hit the wrong thing, guys. Let's see. Do we have anything breaking, though? Like, is there anything going on? I mean, besides naked dudes running in the water system, that is sickening. That is freaking sick. Oh my God. And also, let's just jump into this right here real quick. Yeah. I love Sophie Cunningham. I don't watch sports and all that shit. We're going to show one good last clip before we go. Maybe we can stay another 3 hours, guys. What do you think? Got to talk to me. Got to share those donos. Sophie Cunningham. Oh, man, excellent. Excellent person. Ball player, guys. If you don't know who she is, she plays for the Indiana Fevers. She's Caitlin Clark's, guard or whatever. This is her. This is her. She has went viral for the finger pointing. I love it. I love it. There's been so many memes on this girl. I love it. We're gonna watch this and listen to what's this lady's name on the news here? Laura Ingram or something. It said. I think it said. Let's listen in and see what
gets beat on by other WNBA.
Yes,
players.
Caitlin Clark gets
the
beat
Indiana
the hell up.
Veteran Sophie Cunningham, who went viral over her finger wagging over this latest incident.
Yep. She's sexy too. Do you know Sophie Cunningham? Like, she's taken karate and taekwondo, all this shit, martial arts, mixed martial art fighting or whatever. Her whole life. I mean, this is one badass chick, bro. She knows how to defend herself. It's why she ain't scared of none of these big bull-dyke gay basketball players. Like, seriously, she gets down with the best of them. And I'm telling you, why would you hurt your number one golden ticket, Caitlin Clark? The league, do you know how many people are stepping in and saying, how many real sports people are stepping in and saying the league's got to stop this? They got to stop letting them beat her up and violate her and try to cripple her because they keep taking her legs out, Caitlin Clark's. Like, she's the golden ticket. They're mad because it's a white girl and she's straight. And she's better than them. These black girls are pissed off. That's the truth. They're mad. They're jealous. Go look at any game Caitlin Clark goes to and look at the numbers and look at the ones that she don't go to. Look at the revenue and shit that was there before Caitlin Clark. Now go look at the revenue and shit. She has blown the WNBA up. And this Sophie Cunningham, man, girl, if you hear this, you're sexy.
Allowing her teammate Caitlin
You're
Clark
doing good.
to get targeted repeatedly.
Yeah, and all she done, she didn't say nothing. All she done was point her finger at that black girl. Boy, she triggered that big old monster, that big black Viking bulldog.
The league apparently really doing nothing to stop
No,
it.
they're not. They're not doing shit.
This type of happens every single game to her.
See,
and the
yeah,
league and the refs-
every single game, somebody's trying to take Caitlin Clark out. She's sick of it, man. This is her partner. Where's the fucking dad? Where's Caitlin Clark's dad? Why is he not? I know she's an adult, but damn, why has she not stepped up? Why has he not stepped up and said, "Hey, you guys, if I was Caitlin Clark, I'll be honest, I'm like all these other podcasts and streamers, like these sports guys, even in the black community, they're like, she's the GOAT. She's the best. She's better than Angel Reese. She's better than all those other players." Like, dude, like, why would you, even if you don't like her and you play for a different team, why would you take out your revenue source? Everyone started getting paid better when Caitlin Clark came. All the sponsors started coming in. More people, more money. Why would you knock that out? Let her be the GOAT. Let her play the ball. Yeah, guard her. Play basketball. Try to stop her, but don't hurt her. Your golden ticket is right there, and you're fucking it up. It's disgusting. What if she says, "Hey, I've had enough of this abuse. I'm going to go overseas and play and make millions," because she can do that. She can do it right now. They've offered her millions and millions of dollars. I mean, she makes millions already off sponsors. She don't ever have to play another game in her life. But here's the thing. If I was that girl, if I was Caitlin Clark, I'd tell every one of them to go to hell. And I'd go overseas and I'd take a big multi-million-dollar deal and play ball and for a few years and come home and retire. Because she's going to be wore out. Her legs going to be beat up. They're already, she can't play forever.
Do absolutely nothing about it. They're definitely targeting her. And
yes, they are.
The league and the refs do nothing to protect her.
The WNBA wants a pat on the back for suspending Alyssa Thomas.
Yeah,
big fist
exactly. She kneed her in the crotch and then she put her fist into her neck.
One game. That's not
when she took her down.
Anyone from doing anything against Clark.
Yeah.
Now these refs are going ignoring literal.
And then tried to walk over and step on her. Watch. Yeah. She is. She's the best thing that's.
What is going
watch.
On here?
She knees her in the groin. Bam. Yeah. She kneed her in the groin. She kneed her in the groin, and then she put her fist in her neck. Now that's awful. That's just pathetic, man. That's spore. That is sore. That is sportsmanship, unlike sportsmanship. It's sad. It's sad that these women are jealous. These 6'5", 6'9", fucking tall ass professional basketball players are jealous of her, jealous of a white girl that can actually play ball better than them. We congratulate President Xi, the great country of China, their massive citizenship. Let's see. I'm just trying to scroll through and see if there's anything new going on in this world of Worldcraft. Supreme Court, yes, releases final rendering on term. I think there's something going on with the Supreme Court lately.
So the challenges against those laws have now prevailed. Don't know what the breakdown was. Some laws, these are state laws now.
State laws?
That ban transgender athletes from participating on sports.
Good.
So the
should have never even been a question. We should have never even been speaking on that shit. That shit should have never been an issue, though. That's the problem. That shit should have never been an issue. Yeah, there's the meme.
This is a woman's sport. You don't belong here.
Yeah, that's a dude. That is a dude. That's got to be a dude. That's what's his name, or the one that was. Well, I bet they wouldn't arrest Caitlin Clark in Russia. I bet they wouldn't arrest Caitlin Clark in Russia. She goes to Russia, she'll get arrested because she's a ball player. No, the reason that dude or that female or whatever got arrested in Russia is because she had drug paraphernalia on her. She had the marijuana stuff on her. Of course, you're going to go to jail, dumbass.
Has to do with birthright citizenship.
Birthright
it was an executive order that President Trump, on day one of his second term in January 2025, signed the executive order. It was immediately challenged, and now we can tell you that the U.S. Supreme Court has ruled against President Trump's order to limit birthright citizenship. Shannon, we have talked for some time about the president feeling
5-4
that
ruling.
he would not
the Supreme
win on
Court
this one.
struck down President Trump's executive order limiting birthright citizenship
right off
for
the bat, it
children
says
born
children
to
born in
illegal
the United
immigrants.
States to parents unlawfully or temporarily present are, quote, subject to the jurisdiction of the United States and are citizens at birth under the 14th Amendment's Citizenship Clause. So look how this broke down. As we expected, the Chief Justice wrote this opinion. Justices Sotomayor, Kagan, Barrett, and Jackson joined.
Of course, Barrett.
Jackson has a concurring opinion.
Why did he even
Sotomayor
pick that
joins.
lady?
Justice Kavanaugh files an opinion concurring in the
Why
judgment
did he
and
even pick
dissenting
that
in
lady?
part. The dissent
Barrett
comes
or
from
whatever.
Justice Thomas. He is joined by Gorsuch, Alito.
That's that woman should never been
has
in.
his own dissenting opinion. So
Yeah, that woman should have never been allowed in.
Last night,
she's went against.
I did
Trump.
not see.
She's went against Trump too many times, in my opinion. Man, she has. She's done. She's ridiculous. That lady judge. She should have never been in there, in my opinion. You guys can drop off now. I'm sure that's what you're waiting to do. All right. Hey guys, like I said, thanks for coming around. Check out the shorts. Watch the other live streams. Watch the videos. I need my watch hours up, guys, to re-monetize this channel. I know you can help me out. All you got to do is watch them. Hey, stay in your lane or crash the damn thing. Turn your notifications on.